Oh my goodness gracious. Listen, chat. Oh my god, like, what a couple crazy days. What up, what up, what up? Listen, I was pissed yesterday. I was mad, boys. I was like, yo, the world is a messed up place. Not that I would have done anything to harm myself. If you're in a shape in your life or in a place in your life where you think you need to harm yourself, speak with others. It wasn't like that at all. That's making it very clear. But yeah, yesterday I was exhausted. I was dead. I was like, I don't even know how to explain to you. I recorded that video like 7 or 8 times. I spent like 3 hours recording again and again because I was just so like, I was so how would I explain it? I had lost faith in people, big time. It was crazy. So don't worry, everything is good. We're all right. We have a big problem, and that is, I mean, at the end of the day, all 401 wants is rewards, right? All 401 wants is rewards, baby. We don't care about war. We ain't warriors. We are here for rewards only. And because we are here for rewards only, we did not spend any money on KVK. We did not, of course, like our opposition said, right? They spent so much time and money to then later on, they were so close to winning. And we did not spend any money. We did not spend any time. All we came here is for free rewards. And so because of being part of 401 and being part of the reward train looking kingdom, not a warrior kingdom that we are not, because all we want is rewards, clearly. All this is sarcasm, by the way. We gotta grind Varbs, homies. We got 11 days to get 46,000 honor, which is really gonna suck. It is really gonna suck. For the record, all that was extreme sarcasm. Anyone who thinks we're here for rewards can go find something else to do with their lives. But anyway, yeah, now it's a pain in the butt because we have 11 days to grind our lives away on barbarians in zone 4. And yeah, I don't like, I was told by a few of these kingdoms that it's okay, that they won't hunt us if we do like barbarians out here and ancient ruins and all that. Your ward means nothing to me. So I rather hunt in sorry chat, but that's about that. Your ward means nothing to me. Don't tomorrow you'll wake up and decide you want to hunt my barb hunters, so go shove it. And so I'm hunting in zone 4. I don't care. We're just gonna grind it out. And yeah. How come I'm leaving squad? All the squad talk in 22 minutes. Give people some time to come in, or else yeah, I'm gonna talk about it again and again and again. Yeah. What's gonna happen in this KVK? Our enemies are gonna take the ziggurat and try to milk as many rewards as they can because that's what they really want. And so let them do it. Sad talks and hard talks, I see. Not sad. Not sad. I'm okay. I'm happier than ever to be in here. Join 846. I would join 846 in a heartbeat if Laguna wasn't there. I wouldn't have even thought about it. I would have taken my jumper there if Laguna wasn't there. Not because 2070 is not a good kingdom, but with yikes, that sucks. Oh yeah. Say it, how much you love pickles? Wait, Fire Squad. Told you. My favorite snacks. Pickled olives. This was full today. I bought this yesterday. And these are the ones that are looking a little rough, so I'm not gonna eat them. Anyone who, like I mentioned to my boy Fire Squad, pickles and burgers is equivalent to ketchup on hot dogs, in my opinion. Everyone hates Laguna. Well, once a snake, always a snake, as far as I'm concerned. It's the same concept with what's happening in this KVK, right? Death Squad quit? What? What? Nobody said anything about that. Chat! See the thing on the screen? In 20 minutes, we'll talk about everything you need to know about Squad and what's going on and what I'm doing and whatever the heck more. What happened about the hacker thing? Listen. DS didn't quit. I need to mod you, Nugget. No, DS didn't quit. I need to mod you, Nugget, or else someone else will pretend to be you. What's up, Nugget? DS did not quit. Why you guys are in zone 4? Because I don't trust anyone to be in any other zone. I don't trust them to go to any other zone. Likes? Are they off? I turned them on. YouTube, what are you smoke? Oh my goodness. There you go. Sorry. Thank you. Easy Company's comment on your video was spot on. Yup. That's why I pinned it. Someone pretend to be me. Nugget, people who are, we'll call it high profile, like you, like Bunny, like DS, like many others. I tend to mod so that way when you come in here and you speak what you speak, people don't like take your picture, take your name and write it a little bit differently and pretend to be you to get others to do like... I've had scenarios in which someone came in here with do you remember Jabba la 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 la? Yeah, he had someone who pretended to be him come to this chat and claim all sorts of claims, and it took like I had to legitimately message Jabba and be like, is this actually you? And we found out it isn't. So people who are like high profile, people that are known in the community, I tend to mod. That way we don't have some random guy come and say that 254 is like TR migrating out of 254 or some crazy stuff like that. Because that happened in the past. Yeah. So, you're high profile enough. Congratulations. For the record, I literally just ate a couple of chicken nuggets before the stream. It was delicious. It's kind of ironic that you're here. Is it normal not to receive verification over a year in Rise of Kingdoms? No, it is not. You're gonna get banned. I don't know if you're gonna get banned, but you're like extremely special if you haven't gotten a verification ever. Nuggets a nugget? True. But you know, nuggets, depending on what they're made out of, can be very, very, very lucrative. I wish TR would migrate off the game so we can go get lives. Yeah, well, you know, nothing stops you from just turning off the device. Am I leaving 401? You see that? We'll talk about that then. I'm not going to go over these things again and again and again because everybody and their grandma is going to come in here and be like, what happened? So I'm giving half an hour for everybody to make their way in. And people are slowly and steadily coming in. And we'll talk about everything you need to know. Everything, the good, the bad, the nutty, the not nutty. There is some nutty stuff going on. When new Siege Legendary Commander coming up? I have no idea. Are you in Lost Kingdom 11098? I am. Unfortunately. Up until 2 days ago, I was very happy here. Actually, up until 5 days ago, I was very happy here. And then it just became a cesspool of dog doo-doo. What up, Rockshot? Welcome to my last 2 KVKs. I know, right? Technically speaking, ours too. Bella, you know that he wouldn't be able to stay away from for too long. You know it. How are you? I'm doing good. If anything, we now know not to show mercy in sportsmanship because it hurts that much more when your opponents don't return the respect. Absolutely, completely and entirely false. Nerves of steel. I mean, to an extent, I get the no mercy and I respect also the no mercy, right? My opinion is I would rather not play in a situation where what happened. it has nothing to do with no mercy or yes mercy. It's just a matter of my perspective on things, and of course my perspective might be not very good. I watched the podcast with the boys. I stayed up to like 7 a.m. all night watching them freaking a-holes have to do their podcast at 4 a.m. my time, and I heard what Nugget said too, and all that stuff, and I get the perspectives. I am happy with what we did. I am glad that we get out of this with integrity. I think that the people that will I think that this is the kind of decision that makes or breaks a group of people, and I think that those in the group that remain are gonna have a stronger bond out of the experience. So, of course, we got wrecked. Of course, there was drama. Of course, all the BS happening is happening. It's okay. At the end of the day, if we were here to just win KVKs, we wouldn't be playing against the top. We would be looking for whatever the F. Cloudy Banana. Cloudy is a special individual. I love that guy. Speedy is too. And Red. Man. Red. When we talk about the squad stuff, I'm gonna tell you guys something. My man Red. Of course, there's a lot of things that I know and that are not gonna be shared because of it's people's decisions and stuff that they want to do. But my man Red, he took things seriously last night. Poor guy. No, anyone saw this coming? No comment, Bella. I'll get to it. You're spreading hate on 401. Thanks. Am I migrating? I've not talked about it yet. Sometimes it's frustrating. It is what it is. If after everything you saw, what you saw me doing is spread hate on 401, you clearly did not see anything. You just came in here to be a troll and to be a douche and to get the attention. And congrats, you got the attention. Well deserved, brother. There you go. Chat, let's get some howly me, some big peepees in the chat for the man. Give him some recognition. I actually prefer to do that's what Redlines did. Like, yo, hop on Discord. Speak up your mind in front of everybody instead of being a keyboard warrior. Oh, never mind. Red sounded like a kid who lost his puppy. Yeah. That's a good way to put it. That's a very good way to put it. What up, Scarface? What hate? Gecko loves 401. I don't know. People are smoking crack. Like, this man came. He's having some tough time in life. Like, his girl left him. His dog doesn't like him. I don't know what it is. Like, people abuse him. I don't know that he decides to come in here and take out his frustrations on me. It's okay. Am I left the game? No. Am I leaving 401? In 11 minutes, we'll talk about everything. Everything you need to know and much more. Everything you need to know. We're going to open everything. All cards on the table. All cards on the table. Everything. The good, the bad, the predictions, what came true, what didn't, what I want to do, what I plan on doing, what I don't plan on doing, how much I hate Motive. I hope he's not here. I actually don't hate Motive. His dog doesn't like him, yeah. Go all get your snacks and be back. He won't repeat himself. I'm probably going to end up repeating myself all stream long, Bella. I really don't want to, but there's always the guy who comes in and like, it's his first minute here and he wants a recap of everything that happened. And by the time you're done giving the recap, someone else comes in and he's like, I want to know everything that happened. So I was like, in half an hour, I'm going to repeat the story over and over and over and over and over for the next hour and a half. This is like just how it's going to be. Snowflakes, there is no reason for you to spam. But the answer is no. You can't get your account easily hacked in Rise of Kingdoms. Oh, Ross, it's a little bit more than just a message can fit, you know? I want to give, at the end, the end result, like the final thing, I can pin it, I guess, but I do want to cover things. I want to give you guys the full perspective because messages are easy to misinterpret. Situations are easy to misinterpret, but I want to give you guys the situation from inside and to give you guys the perspective of someone who's going through it, who's living through it, who's been part of it and who's been seeing it. How's my summer event progress going? Amazing. I really want to close this event as quickly as possible because I gotta go grind on 2070. I'm really behind on 2070. Well, not behind, but I've been buying the bundles in 2070. I'm level 17 right now, but don't like there's like 145 more. We can keep going, I guess. There's so many of these 3 days, like for frick's sakes. Anyway. As you can see, as far as they're concerned, ban Seb in 401. Sheesh. I have to send the gatherers, but can't leave the stream. Does my conversation involve Lilith also? We can talk about Lilith too. First, we go over the 401 stuff and squad and my future and whatever the heck is going on. And then we can talk about... Chat, I'm telling you right now, mark my words. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% right on everything I say. I'm a bean after all. But, who am I playing Arc with? I have no idea, Jedi. I think with like a farm in SD 70, but I'm down to play with anyone. I actually need a place to play. Trade the 3 day for gems. Yeah, oh, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Not memes, bean. Alright, I don't know what you're talking about actually. Because every time I say human being, everybody's like human bean. Because of the way I say it, I guess. What's the update? 7 minutes. 7 minutes, boys. 7 minutes. Drop a like on the stream in the meantime. If you want to help out the channel, let me know you're enjoying the content. You can wait until after I tell you what happened. That's okay too. Obviously, liking a barbarian hunting stream is not very nice. I get it. The little bit of reserves of troops for garrison I have are now hunting barbarians, for crying out loud. Come to 636 on my dead body. On my dead body. For what? For you to tell me that I'm gonna... I don't know, lead a garrison and then you'll flip like a burger? Or maybe because you'll tell me that I might win a mightiest governor and then you'll flip like a burger. You love doing that, right? At least your leadership does. I don't care. Go to 1240 with Chiskel. Eh. Yeah. Sunday on 20 UTC. I'm down, Jedi. 20 UTC is a good time for me too. It's like 11 p.m. It's perfect. I can 100% guarantee that I'll be there. Like, it's not like in the middle of the day. Come to 556. I would consider going to 556 over... I would consider going to 556 over 122, 636, or 474. Period. I would consider that. Even with all the talk, or even with all the whatever, I would consider 556 over those three. I'm not looking for a hamburger shop, homies. I'm looking for a kingdom. I'm not bullying you, Valhalla. You're fine. Your leadership sucks. They give a word and then they flip on it. I'm not bullying you. But you can't do what you do and then expect people to be happy about it. Go to 916. 916 is going to be really interesting to see how they rebuild, you know. I really hope for Drago that the lessons he learned from building up 916 in the beginning will help him build a 916 that's even better. I'm okay. I'm as cool as I can be, which is I'm as cool as I can be. I just don't. I have things that I don't let get. I don't like. There are things that I don't like. I don't care if you're gonna anyway, there's things I don't like. My man Hamza, what up? Gecko for 916 king? Hell no. Never king. Never. And by the way, for the record, out of all those kingdoms, I have still a lot of respect for a lot of the players in there. Hashtag, Tintin, Inf, Steven, Brian, so many more from 636, from 122. Those guys are incredible. Hashtag is a fantastic guy. I came to help you. Hello? No? I came to help you since you're carrying sieges. Hello? Don't get me wrong. Those are not bad kingdoms. I just personally had a bad experience. That's all. Come to 1093. Interesting. 1093 is rebuilding again. Bro, really hate to be a leader? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to lead the biggest, at the time, the biggest alliance in Lords Mobile. Like, it's, I can promise to you, it's more than a full-time job. I never said I want to leave 401. Hamza, you're famous now? Well, Hamza's a hero. The funny thing is that you can't bring Hamza down. The man can't be brought down. I didn't even say I want to leave. I know, right? Sir African. The assumptions. But it's okay. It's okay. We have 2 more minutes and then we can start talking about everything and anything. Two more minutes. Leadership is not bad. Come on. Yeah, Faith. Good luck with that. I'm good. I'm good. I'm here to help. If there is need during war, someone to help coordinate on down. If there's need during like downtime of leaders, someone to be online, I'm down to help. The day-to-day, screw that. Hell no. Too much. And I don't have the patience for it either. I'd flip on people. King Talib quit Valhalla, last I know. I like your name, by the way. My next goal in Rise of Kingdoms is to hit 20 million dead, which should be our next big KVK, so I can join the 20 million Valhalla club. That's my next goal. Gecko secretly wants to do diplomacy. I have 2 fingers that come up in my mind from 2 different hands. The same finger really twice to answer that. My goodness. The clickbait was no. Listen to the story, to what happens, and you'll see there's no clickbait. There is no clickbait. I am leaving squad. There is no clickbait. Rampage. Keep your head up, buddy. Get me to go. With a $5 super chat, there was also another one previously. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Someone else already. Neo with a 40. I think that's rupees, right? Long time, brother. Came just for the stream. What up, Neo? How are you? Sorry about that. I saw the thing, but it scrolled way too fast. There's a 20 million Valhalla club. There is. I found out about it too. Bait. Always. Bye is trying to get that reporting video going. Trying to get that reporting video going. All right, boys and girls, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, it's all clickbait. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There's actually... All right. We need to go... We'll take things a little bit to the back, to a little bit before me, so that you guys have a better idea on the situation, rather than just TLDR, which because it's important. It's important for also for the people of Squad to know this, right? Squad's been together as a team for a very long time, right? I mean, some of these guys have been playing for 3 years together, like from the beginning. Damn, Kenny with a $20 super chat. For those who have the balls, keep your reward because it matters. I'm out. Farewell. Peace out. Adios. See ya, Kenny. I hope. Thank you very much for the $20 super chat. That's very kind of you. I got kicked out of 401 for public nudity on stream. Almost. That was very close. All right. So Squad, for those of you who don't know, was created by Death Squad. That's why it's called Squad. And it was his project that started in 341 a very long time ago. It aggregated a group of crazy players, of warriors, and of insane leaders. Throughout the years, they picked up more and more players, the best of the best from, and some bad apples too, but the best of the best from the game, in order to create a team that is probably one of the most fun teams that I've had the opportunity to either be part of or even to hear about. Now, granted, there's a lot of others that are good one too. I'm not saying anything, but Squad's the best. But anyway, in this KVK, we started noticing a few things. Death Squad is currently in the Philippines. He is building a startup, for all that matters. He's building a new business, he's literally physically building a building type of thing. And with COVID and all that, the man is he's not the Death Squad that was before, because he's building a business, and life caught up. Now, he's not quitting, for the record. He's not quitting. But when you have a team that's called Squad, and you have the person whose name is after not be there, it caused a little bit of a wiggle situation. After our last KVK, we've had a couple of leaders quit the game, and what's important to note is that the leadership in Squad has been together for a very, very long time. And some of these guys led previously in 196, from Nix to Motive to Cam to all of them. And after last KVK, things started slowly kind of going downhill. And they were not going downhill because of anything but people who play for a very long time and their lives have changed. Someone quit from Squad who, in the 3 years playing in Squad, had two kids. Like, when he started playing, he had 0 kids, and now he has 2. You know, like, it's a lot. Their lives have changed, and it reached a point where, to an extent, it felt like Squad was a dying horse. Now, the thing that is the most impressive about Squad, which is the reason why I would never leave them, is because a lot of teams have become dying horses, and instead of mercy killing the horse, they try to keep pushing, and in the process, it harms the horse, it harms everyone around it, and it harms everything. Last night, leadership officially announced the closing of Squad as a independent team. Which means that Squad will no longer exist. And what up, Cam? That Squad will no longer exist, and the people within Squad are pretty much free to do as they wish, with the knowledge that some Squad people will migrate out, Some squad people will choose to stay within LIG, TN, or the next group that might come in here. But there's a lot more that comes into this. The game mechanics have changed drastically. It's impossible to drop out of Imperium nowadays with like a backdoor trick, like disconnecting your phone from the game or all that, where people... what things that people used to do in order to build up mega kingdoms even further. And 401 found itself in a place where we have an alliance, a team that is slowly kind of fading out, but at the same time has no chance to rebuild itself due to game mechanics. On top of that, you have people like Cam, like Motive, like Unnamed, like Yenny and Anna, and all of them, the leaders. And I apologize, I'm specifically gonna go more with like Cam and more with Motive, because in the 3 KVKs that I've been here, both of them were much... I could hear it in their voice. I did not hear Cam in voice chat at all this KVK, and Motive, you could hear on his voice that he's been overworked and he's been doing everything within his power. And then leadership made the choice to put the horse down while it's ahead. And I think that it goes to show how good the leadership is, because instead of beating on the dead horse, on the dying horse with the hope and pray that it will live and causing misery to everyone around, they made the hard decision, which is to close down something they've built over the last 3 years. Now, I'm not calling out Motive or Cam in any negative way at all, because those guys gave their heart out for Squad and for 401 and for everything, and they'll keep playing the game. But everybody needs a break. Everybody needs a break, especially from leadership. Leadership really sucks. Especially when you find yourself in a situation where certain people become more busy than others, and then the others need to start carrying the weight, and then it's just too hard. And it's not an easy decision for any of them. Redline almost cried last night on the stream. I don't know if you guys noticed it. But... or if you guys watched his stream. And they made the hard decision that instead of being JWM, they will be Squad and close shop while they're ahead. And JWM is a great example, because you guys might hate on them all you want, but JWM never stood a chance to do any of the tricks. We used to be so strong as one alliance that we were bigger as one alliance than full kingdoms. It was impossible for 59 to drop off of Imperium, and it eventually killed JWM. But instead of the name of JWM being retired and those in 59 building something new, they're still trying to be JWM. And it kind of sucks for them, and it clearly doesn't work, and it taints also a little bit the legacy of JWM. Not shots fired at all. JWM has some fantastic people left, but it's not what it used to be, and it'll never be what it used to be, because you can't be what it was. You guys have no idea. Back in the day, top 300 was like 100 million power. We were, it was ridiculous. We were so big at the time that the top 3, the second, third, and fourth place in Imperium weren't even together the same as JWM alone. But the problem is the name JWM and the team JWM kept trying to go, and Squad made the tough decision of closing shop. Now, what does that mean for the future of 401? It means that 401 has proven to you guys right here, and proven to me, that it has the leadership it takes to make the hard decisions. And it's not going to do something it doesn't stand for, and it's not going to act in ways that it's not how they portray themselves. And it goes to show also with the ceasefire. This is who we are. And are we suckers? We are suckers. We got suckered, but we sleep well at night, and that's all that matters. As far as 401 is concerned, Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of changes. Some changes into leagues, some changes into TN, some migrations out. It's a thing. But the goal for 401 right now, just like every other Imperium Kingdom, is to get out. So we can get a new group of people and blood and all that in the process. It is extremely, extremely tough for a person who built something to let it go. And for Death Squad and leadership to make that decision, it speaks more volumes about who they are and the way they play and what their vision is over the BS and the noise in the background. And if you had any doubt about how healthy or unhealthy 401 is going to be, I hope that people who don't see themselves being suckers like we are, I hope they leave. I hope they leave. And I hope there is enough people, enough left, left. Y'all realize that the leadership of this kingdom is not going anywhere. Unlike every other kingdom that went through restructuring, majority of the kingdoms that went through restructuring, Bronny, that was actually a joke by Gotham, but that's okay. I was like, sorry, Gotham, you have a 5-minute timeout. But anyway, sorry about that. Gotham was joking. People too big on reputation. Yeah, frick the reputation. The question is really who you really are. And 401 proved to me, 401 proved to me that they're able to make hard decisions. And it goes more than that. The leadership of this kingdom is not going away. Everybody thinks that restructuring means 401 is dead. But unlike majority of kingdoms that went through restructuring, there is no mass migration out of here. There is no Yosh leaving. I wish Faith maybe, but I'm kidding, Faith. Love you. Nobody is leaving, you know? Like, leadership is here. And so the spear, the tip of the spear and all of that is still remaining. But all that's happening is a healthy restructuring that is not based on people leaving, but it's based on requirements of the mechanics of Rise of Kingdoms. We need to drop Imperium. And having Squad the way it is now will not allow 401 to drop Imperium as quickly as we need it to be. What a bully. Yeah, I definitely do that. I definitely do that. Watch me get a negative title in a second, but that's okay. I'm not leaving for now. I know what I want to do, and the people who are responsible for, and the people who are organizing this situation know what I want to do. But I'm not really going to comment on it here because I truly don't know 100% guaranteed, confirmed, like written in stone that everything will get executed the way we hope and plan it will. And so I'll tell you that for now, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not saying that migration is always a card on the table. It always is. It never isn't. But I'm happy. I'm happier than I've ever been. You're in luck. Thank you. I'm happy. I'm happy to be here. I'm having a great time with these people. I'm having a great time in this kingdom. I think that the culture here is correct. I think that the people here are good. I think that the leadership here is sound and good and smart and listening, and not only just like bricks who think that they own the kingdom and therefore they do whatever the frick they want. Please give some big praises for my man Red too. Screw Redline. Screw that guy. I don't like him. Where did Laguna go? 846. Man, this is something that a lot of for me personally, I have noticed the decline in Squad. And you know, some of you might know this because I've spoken to one or two people in this chat about what I have been noticing. And my plan after KVK was to grab leadership by the ear really quickly and speak up my mind to them, and kind of like shake them up a little bit, because I it's not that I didn't have faith, but I did not know that they were seeing it too. And that they would be capable of letting it go as much as they did. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe down below if you haven't done that yet. But anyway, yeah, they surprised the life out of me. And when I saw DS's messages and when I saw the decision that was made, I realized that I'm in the right place because I don't need to go and pull their ears. I don't need to go and fight them. And I don't need to do what I had to do in 196, which is to get to the point where I migrate out and cuss them all out until someone pays attention. And Night King is here in the chat. He can attest to that. I have been in a situation like that before with 196. He was a leader at the time. I don't remember, Cam, if you were in leadership by then or not. But he was there when I pretty much... I dropped a nuke on them and in the process left. But it had to be done. And it's crazy to me that it's the first time I see leadership that actually understands that this needs to be done. Night King was here when I did that. I mean, I called him a slave. I called him like a puppet of, I forgot the leader at the time. Like I cussed the frick out of Night King at the time. Like I cussed him out hard. And he can attest to that. I caused issues out there because it had to be done. Not that it helped in any shape or form until what I said that was going to happen happened. And then everybody's like, I guess he was right. The mail's on the boys pod. I can show it too. I actually have it as well. What happened to Legends Gaming? Pfft. Slow and painful death. A dying horse that just kept going. But it wasn't because of it was just, well, it was a couple of people. It wasn't the folks that are still leaders today. Night King, for example, is a great example of someone who went from being a puppet of a tyrant to being a fantastic leader. Same goes to hell, Cam used to cuss me out. Cam used to cuss me out. Every time I showed them on screen, he used to PM me like, I was like, no idea. I was like, why are you showing all the negative stuff? And I was like, I remember that. He got mad. Jigga, yeah. Ugh. That name is 11 dislikes. That's okay. The dislikes come from either our enemies because I called them out or whatever. Show the mail. I like to see Diaz's mail too. I'm surprised it's not running around in the Facebook groups. And we have made this mistake once already, this KVK. We have made that mistake already. $196, not 916. My bad. 196. Sorry. I meant 196. Man, Cam used to cuss me out. It was so funny. He used to have at the time the picture of the Hulk. And man, every time I showed them, he's like, this just a rage at me. So, Death Squad's message. Good morning. As you all know, good things must come to an end. This is a moment I knew would come. It tells me that our memorable times here as a team is coming to an end. I'm thankful to have led such a talented team on this journey. This change is never easy. I challenged my abilities to the limit and tested my perseverance to a breaking point. As I look back, I see this journey as this journey was a learning process, not only for you, but more so for me. At the early stage of this team, many of you did not believe we were potential to be winners. Instead, mirrored what our critics said. You voiced aloud negatives that others whispered in our ears. But soon you learned to shut them up, focus on just winning and nothing else. We've achieved so many things together. At one point, we were the #1 ranked in kills and power as a team. We're always in Osiris League playoffs. We've transformed the Rise of Kingdoms community as a team. As much as I wanted to continue the legacy, it's just impossible. There's been constant changes in the game, especially with migration. You know how difficult it is being an Imperium kingdom. All of us have shown immense talent. At some point along the journey, each of you discovered who you truly are, you realize your true potential, which is actually very true. Now it's time to say goodbye. Some things in life are not decided by logic, but they dictated by the heart. After having thought you would be the best, to be the best, how can I fail to set an example in the arena where we cannot afford to lose? So, with a thankful heart, let me say goodbye. He's not quitting, just squad is done. It breaks my heart to think that I will not be walk on the field with you guys alone on one more time on these grounds that hold so many precious memories to me. But that's how life is. I would like to thank each and every one of you for being part of this team. Each and every one of you contributed to the success of this class in your unique way. Thank you guys for supporting, for the support you gave to squad over the years. I'll always remember the journey. I've had an incredible time with the ride with all of you. Thank you for joining this squad signing out. This is not Death Squad signing out. This is squad as a team signing out. Death Squad is not quitting. Death Squad is staying, and so forth and so on. You never did leadership in 196? Maybe. Maybe. I was like, I didn't remember. Motive was definitely leadership, and Nyx was too. Cam is migrating to 556. I knew it. I knew it. Cam and Motive secretly have a crush on 556. I know it. I'm out to 556. I knew it. I knew it. So I am not going to change my name. The symbol of squad will remain in my name as long as I play this game. This name is not going to change no matter if the next team that I play with or Kingdom or whatever it is have their own little symbol. As far as I'm concerned, the symbol of squad remains until the very end. It's different than the symbol of JWM. It means a lot more to me. It changed me in a lot of perspectives. And I mean, nothing changes. Well, squad goes away, but 401 is going to stay 401. Leadership of TN is absolutely fantastic. Although some might be a little mad at me still. I may or may not have done something stupid on stream by mistake, but sorry, Rin, my bad. But anyway, yeah. Where's squad going? Squad is not going. Squad is going to not exist. And it will be a sort of a split between TN, TN, League, and folks migrating out, as well as I'm assuming at some point when we're going to get some migrations going on, some people are going to also want to go and join this new team together. Yeah, what up, Sky? I mean, I'm telling you, if there is one place that I'm happy I made it to is 401. All you got to do is you go into TN's chat, especially when it's only the Arabic speakers, and it's just like, I understand half of what they say. I don't really like when they speak too fast or in slang. It's a little hard for me to get, but it's just pure fun. We sit in voice chat mid-war, and I mean, 122 is swarming the flag, and we're just sending troops, and everybody is just laughing the whole time. It's like not yelling, not pressure, not cussing each other out. Everybody's just like, yalla, come on, like, go, don't stop. Like this, there's no stopping, and it's not like negative. It's extremely positive. It's extremely fun. So join the voice chat, just yell Habibi. Yeah, exactly. Salam alaikum too. Can you explain a bit more? See? Khalifa Kushman, I would urge you to go back about, what time is it on the stream? About 23 minutes, and I explained in the last 23 minutes everything. Everything has been explained in the last 23 minutes. What's up, Harry? You're back. Hey, Nedry. Anyway, we're not going anywhere at the moment. I'm not going to 100% confirm what's next, because again, I don't think ish happens, you know? Things might change, things might move. Someone might offer me $1 million to move somewhere, and if you offer me that, goodbye 401. But all jokes aside, Send some troops, go. When Wolf calls in Swarm, just so much fun. Yeah, the vibe is good. The vibe is good. The environment is good. Even when we all were sitting in voice chat and we're like, it's the same 10 people. And man, this is frustrating. And man, all that. Even with all that, I was never once in a voice chat in 401 where the vibe was, where the frick is everybody? Why are we are losing troops? We all thought it. We all felt it, but we never expressed it in the sense that we just kept each other going up. Is Redline staying in 401? I'm not speaking for Redline. I'm not speaking for Redline. I hope and pray, but I don't know. I have no clue. I've had these conversations with Red. I've had these conversations with... since the message yesterday, I've talked to pretty much half a squad. Because people are... The change is hard, you know? And people are reaching out and asking stuff. For the record, if you're going to migrate, I'll take your resources. I'm shamelessly saying I'll take your resources. Any of you leaving, you're welcome to dump your resources on me. I promise that the next group coming in is going to get a nice care package. I won't hug it. I won't hoard it for myself. So if you're leaving and have billions of resources, right there is your address. And someone already left and send me a little bit of resources to the point where, chat, you guys are gonna get proud. Be proud of me, chat. Watch this. You guys are gonna be proud of me, boys. Yeah, 3 years later, Gecko Gaming is gonna max his buildings. My last 2 gold mines are finally going up. 3 years later. What happened with Legend Ronnie? I can tell you what happened with Ronnie. I can tell you what happened with Ronnie. I know what happened with Ronnie. 600 likes on the stream, I leak it. Lol. Because it's not really my business to tell you what happened with him, but... Half of you people are like, why your buildings are not maxed still? Oh my god. Ay. 3 years later, yep. Account hacked to upgrade buildings confirmed. Thank the Lord. I could have done it years ago, but people got really mad at me for a very long time that I didn't max my buildings. You guys on stream in particular. So it's kind of the same thing as not putting the boosts until you guys start yelling at me. I just never cared to level up the buildings just to piss people off. Something's wrong with Ronnie? Everything is fine with Ronnie. That's gotta be a record. I know, right? I know, right? You know how annoying it is in the event that you need to complete like buildings and I never get the rewards automatically because I have the 2 damn buildings, but it's also like 100 million resources to level them up. So I'm like, level up gold mine, use the little bit of resources I have for troops. You know what's funny with that? Shoko is like, mine are not maxed out too. Screw the 1500 gems blueprints. Chat. Where is it? I've had the blueprints for years. I've had these blueprints for years. One more than gems like 2 years ago. I bought up all the things I would need to max all my buildings, except I never did. So it's just a matter of resources. What up, Doug Lightyears? How you doing, man? I recognize you, Bella, from the boys' chat. You're a mod there. I've had those sitting in my account for easily a year. At least that. No, Prometheus My two things were level 23. Why is the one frame? Minus one frame? Oh, there was one, where is it? This is from Osiris League. Osiris League Finals years and years and years ago. This is from the Season 2 Avatar. They gave us two and then took one. But when I applied the one that I had, it used both and I ended up with a negative. I don't remember if you guys remember back in the day. Like, I still have it. Like, back in the day, they made the mistake and gave us two of the same reward. I think it's this, right? Yeah. So when I applied it, it applied both for some dumb reason, and then they took one away. I never cared, right? Because I still have it, but that's history. I had two pyramids, too, in my city at some point. Look, Lightyears, welcome back to the Leo Gecko membership. I appreciate you, chat. Get some hearts up in the air from a man. Look, Lightyears, for renewing his membership. You're blue, you're on your way to purple. I think really Bronny is our only green guy so far. Thank you. And Mark, damn, Mark dropping a 20-pound super sad chat says cheers. You know what? I'm game. Grab a beer. Drink responsibly if you're over the age of 18, if you or 21, depending which country you live in, or 16, I guess, in the UK. Oh, it's pretty. Why not keep it? I keep switching it up. You're the only real green GG. Yeah, you are. Brawny equals noob. That is true. That is true. But Brawny also went a little bit underappreciated. Brawny went also a little bit underappreciated because, believe it or not, I mean, we had a little bit of a while there without Brawny. We would have probably lost a good decent amount of flags. Stella? Hell yeah. Oh. Are you migrating? No. Or am I? I'm gonna now get demoted for whistling a song. DMCA. It's 18 in the UK too? Oh. I thought it was 16. That's weird. Where is it at 16? Maybe in the Caribbean it was. I don't know. It's 18 like it's 18 in Brazil, except we were drinking when we were 15, buying beers at the gas station, but whatever. What happened to 401? You guys did great. KVKYL leaving the kingdom. Nobody's leaving the kingdom. Deku, go back half an hour and hear exactly what happened. 401 is actually in a much better shape than it's ever been. And when the migrations open up into 401, you really want to make your way here. You really want to make your way here. If you're looking to be a warrior, if you want to just be a couch potato, don't come here. Don't come here. If you ain't willing to do what you need to do and to put everything on the line when the time comes, and this is nothing compared to a lot of players, but this is as much as I could have afforded. If you're not willing to put everything on the line and go down from 100 plus to 60, 50. And the only reason I'm still 63 is because we didn't know that what would happen would happen. Sorry. And as a garrison captain, I need to be able to pace myself. If I wanted to zero myself, I could have days ago. But I need to be able to pace myself in order for there not to be a scenario where I can't garrison because I just don't have the troops for it. And so what's left in here are essentially the leftovers. I was aiming for 56. But in my... No 56 million club because stupid hack. Yes, exactly. Faith is on the same boat. Faith is also a garrison captain, and she knows how it goes. Like, we need to be able to pace ourselves. If your garrison captains run out of troops, you're at the KVK over. Like, who's gonna hold the flag? And so we had to pace ourselves. Oh, you guys want to hear a little bit about Lilith? Because, man, I have a lot to say about you guys. Listen up. There's 586 beautiful people in this chat right now. Mark my words, and I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Within the next 2 or 3 days, keep an eye every time you open Rise of Kingdoms. I'm willing to put good money down that you're going to see a 6 to 8 megabyte small download like hotfix. Yeah, my last troops for Garrison, exactly. So I had to be able to have enough 4 marches, full marches, which is roughly, depending on how hard the hold is, it would be a day worth of holding. Where's the Ronnie story? It's not my story to tell. 586 people and 276 likes. Yeah, well, people are not liking they don't like what they hear, Nugget. What can we do? Trust. I have a feeling, and I have people actually working on it. I have friends from the industry. I'm a software engineer. I know a few people. I have people working on it. And I have a theory that needs to be proven. And if the hotfix comes in, I'm right. If the hotfix doesn't come in, then I'm wrong. And if the hotfix comes in, I'm full blasting them. No care in the world. I'm telling you right now. What's the fix about? I'm not going into it until I have proof. Because unlike a lot of people, I'm not going to put anyone on blast without actual proof. I'm not going to make up stories without showing you guys the evidence. Because then it's just my word and I can make up whatever the heck I want. But I can tell you, for those of you who are doubting a few of the events that happened, I've heard of multiple individuals who were unfairly banned. And yeah, you guys are going to be like, well, you guys were cheating. You guys were cheating. But the fact is, now I've heard of at least 3 people who are going to be compensated by Lilith. And why do you compensate if you didn't do anything wrong, right, Lilith? And so, yeah. And there's multiple people now being compensated. And you know what's funny? Someone that was in this chat, maybe he still is in this chat, got unfairly banned, but not in KVK from a completely different kingdom, and still got compensated as well for the unfair ban. He actually got compensated very well. Is that a back door where the hacker got in? I'm not going to go into it. Until we have proof, I'm not going into it. But if they try to, you know, sweep it under the carpet with a quick hotfix, I'm going to blast them. I'm going to just blast them. I think Ronnie lives in the UK. The screenshot of someone getting us banned is running around. Well, damn, there you go. What's the compensation? I'm not going into that. But it's actual compensation. It's not like 10 gems and it's not like 100 gems and 10 minutes worth of speed ups. What's the plan? The plan is to stay, to drop off of Imperium, to make 401 greater than it is right now, and then to go F people up. That's the plan. No. The compensation is legit. It's not 300 gems and like 10 minute speed ups. In my opinion, it's an inside job. Nadia, nobody would be... I mean, I would agree with you to an extent, but nobody would be that stupid. Like, that kind of stuff is how companies die, kind of thing. So to help a content creator behind the scenes is also not something you do, but to literally hack and cause changes on the surface that are like that, oh, that kills kingdom. That kills companies. That puts people in jail too. That's illegal. If people can easily get into another account, how can you secure payment information? Very, very different thing, Nugget. Let me explain. Payment is it all comes from your Google account connection. Even if you connect your Google, you connect through Google to someone's account, the only way you can secure payment is so long as someone... All right, let me go back because I need to explain it. The way the payment system works, it's all secured by Google. It's nothing to do with Lilith. You can get into someone's account without accessing their Google or Apple ID through Facebook, for example. One of the R5s was told that his or her account was accessed through Facebook, but when we go on Facebook and look at her logs of every app that logged into her account, there's no recollection of this happening. So according to customer service, it came from Facebook. If you connect to someone's account through Facebook, then you will not have their payment their payment in. Also, payment information is tied to your device. It's not tied to your account, which means as long as you are, if you connect to your account on someone else's device, you're going to have to re-enter your payment information. It's device-based. It's not account-based. Lilith and Rise of Kingdoms have nothing to do with payments. It's all Google and it's all Apple. So payment information is 1,000,000% secured. And if it isn't, then I would be very, very happy if someone manages to hack my payment information, because I go to Google and make millions off of that. Millions. They'll pay me to be quiet. Millions. So yeah, your payment information is very well secured. And I'm telling you this as someone who has implemented payment system through the App Store. I can tell you how the code looks. I can tell you how the security is. I can take you down to the fine, like what kind of encryption they use for it's 100% secured. It's 100% secured. It's like it has nothing to do with Lilith or Rise of Kingdoms or anything. That you can be assured of. I don't care that you guys lost a win at 10 versus Kingdom. Whenever I see Kingdom 401 in a KVK, they are among the best. We don't care that we lost either. Thank you. I was lucky to fight them before and steamrolled against, and it was steamrolled against my Kingdom. Yeah. I mean, we're never looking at the W, right? The W, the easy W is worse for us than the hard L. If someone hacks the payment system, it's not Lilith. Correct. They better use SHA 256. They use much better than that. Much better than that, Butter. Let's put it this way. If you want to actually brute force the encryption of Google Payments, the strongest supercomputer in the world would take 800 years to get it done. Are your resources ready for KVK in 2070? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I mean, I have bags. I guess we'll use those. I'm full send gathering with like 2 farms that I migrated in, and I need to migrate in more farms, but I'm staying in 401. If you want to hear the full story, go back until it says -30 on the timeline, and then from there we explained it. Yeah. Oh, you said he used better. Sorry, I didn't read it. They use better. Sorry, I didn't read it right. My butter. My butter. Take my butter. Yep, they do. 800 years, correct, to brute force it. They actually ran the estimations. Like you can Google it and you'll find it. Their encryption to brute force it, it's nutty. However, if you have the key, it opens up. My great grandkids are going to be rich when I hack that code. Your computer probably die before it happens. Yeah. Why do you think... Let me ask you a question. Why do you think the federal government in the United States does all these probes on these companies? Because every time they increase their security, they freaking... they don't want to share the key to let the government in, and then the government starts hearings and starts Senate and starts yada 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 and blah 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 and cuckoo and cha 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 until they give them the key, and then it all goes away. Look, Mark Zuckerberg, like a couple months ago, was all over the TV. All half of his time he was in the Senate until he's like, you know what? Take the key, access the data, leave me be, and you've never heard from him again. Who gave you all these infos? I'm a software engineer by trade. That's what I do for a living. What happened with Ronnie? Not my place to say. He's okay. He's fine. All is good. But he's probably going to end up telling his story eventually. Don't you still need a verification from one of your devices? You do. On top of everything. Chat. I'm not going to tell you because it's not my story to tell. If he doesn't want to tell it, then he won't tell it. If he just wants to disappear, he will disappear. But he has mentioned that because of the lack of his sponsorship and things slowly declining on the channel, he just couldn't afford to keep being a full-time creator. But he said that. You need an emoji for spilling the tea. Well, we're gonna need to get a lot more members to get more emojis, although I do need to remake a little bit of emojis. Dum. Didn't he have a video about what happened to them? Kinda, yeah. There's a bit more developments, but yeah. In a nutshell, he did. He explained a little bit of things. Quick, ooh! Sign, you're the man. Thank you. Quick thoughts on the Artemisia reset. Thank you for the reminder. Chat. Check this out. You ready? I'm gonna tell you what happened exactly, and then I'll show you. Artemisia got reset. I got 733 sculptures, generic sculptures, and 7 Artemisias. Apparently, I don't know how you can get 7 Artemisias. Apparently, that's all I spent on her. And the rest were generics. And so, first thing I did is, like, I use Artemisia primary. I use her all the time. She's very important. First thing I did, level her up to level 60. Next thing, I start clicking the skills, putting in the things, and that's that, right? And then all of a sudden, I stop and I look and I'm like, look at what happened. Shut up. I somehow locked out and I got her to 5515, this being the garrison skill. And so, technically, if she will become meta in garrison with the new commander, I'll obviously max her. But for open field, I mean, it's nice to have a 10% chance to deal another 400 damage and cause the target to deal an extra 15%, which sounds really weird. So somehow, this was not planned. I had her at 1111, and I just clicked. And all of a sudden, I look and she's 5515. I'm like, like, all right, well, I'm leaving her there. No plan. No, you can literally see. I didn't even get her thing yet done. That's how, like. So she's gonna remain 5515 for now. Titch. No need. I'm unhiding him. No need to hide him. He's just mad little salty, but it's okay. This is not that kind of stream where we need to go wild on people. Appreciate you though. Oh yeah, she's my primary. She's a primary commander for me in a March, right? She's number 3. She's extremely important. Gecko sus? Yeah, I hacked into Lilith. Confirmed. I hope Lilith reset Artie again. You do know you can... oh, well. That way. Bank those 360 sculptures. Yes, sir. And we're going to leave him for the new commanders. And worst case scenario, we max her out again later. Lilith secretly giving you algorithm bonuses. Trust me, Lilith are looking for any reason to ban me at this point. They hate me. Everyone's commander is dope until Crystal Tech shows up. My Crystal Tech was not bad this KVK, chat. My Crystal Tech was really not that bad. I mean, unfortunately, we didn't keep pushing for this because to get to here, you need this, which you need this, which you need that. Which now you're talking like millions and millions of crystals that I was missing. But I did spend like 87, 88 million crystals. Where is it? Oh, these are the done ones. Where's the undone one? There's one that you need to spend 100 mil. There. Spent 88 million crystals. So my tech wasn't bad. I would say it's above average. And I would say that because I knew that I'm not primary garrison because people have better gear than me, then I have a bit less responsibility to full max tech. Excuse me. But if my equipment gets even bigger to the point where, let's put it this way. When it's either me, Easy, an Anger, and a Flag, I'm number 3. Okay? And so I didn't have like it, and the majority of the time it wasn't necessarily me. I got over 100 mil. Did you? Nice. I didn't end up making it. But at the same time, any KVK that I feel that it is very, very necessary to have those extra stats, I'll get it done. League or TN? No comments. I don't know yet. Oh, I do know. I'm not going to mention anything until I'm there, type of thing. I don't want to put anyone on blast. I don't want to put people in a situation where I say something on stream and then it doesn't happen and then I need to explain why. You know what I mean? Like, I've already gotten the okay. I've already gotten the confirmation from pretty much everybody that I would need to. But again, until I'm there and until it's set and until it's everything, I don't want to put anyone on blast or you know, create a situation where they're like, well, we'll come out weird and bad if we don't do this type of thing, you know? I'm going to join Archer Gang soon, waiting on Amanitora. Oh my goodness, her name is horrendous. Horrendously hard. Yeah. It's just a matter of just giving the people the chance. I think you should join TN, just a guess. Or one as a family, I agree. I spend probably more time outside of squad than in squad. Anyone have luck with Lilith on help unbind Facebook? Yes, Dave. All you gotta tell them is that your Facebook was compromised. And they'll instantly do it. All you gotta do is tell them that your Facebook was compromised. Gecko loves League as a team. Gecko going to TN. Sheesh. Let's play a game, chat. Let's play a game. Play a game. Go ahead. Let's see. Let's make a poll. Let's see what you guys think. What do you guys think? Where am I going? Where am I going? I put a poll in the chat. You're welcome to add your opinion. Let's see what you got. See which one of you gets it right. Of course. Of course, you trolls would say to hell. Ah. I voted to hell. I mean, there's a reason I put that there. Trolls. 47% of you said to hell. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Jojo, we're not going anywhere. I actually have a good series of videos coming up for you guys that I think will help a lot. That didn't go well. It went exactly as I expected, Harry. It went exactly as I expected it. Chat, you guys got to realize one thing. I'm fishing, and you guys literally just ate the bait. I literally put like 2 options which are reasonable, and then the one option that is the one that is literally bait in front of your eyes, and 49% of you just take the bait. It's not even funny. God damn it, chat. I dangle bait in front of your faces and you just take it. My goodness. That's so dumb. I hate drinking beer from a bottle. That's really annoying. How far are we into this hellhole of barbarian hunting? 8,000 honor gained today. We need to get to 100 somehow. The bait was way too obvious, and yet 51% instant bait. Insta bait. Big joke. Hell is the new name of squad. Haha. Tiff is onto something, chat. What if it's the new name of the team? Illuminati confirmed. Do I have it? Gone. That's messed up, Khan. Good timeout, Titch, but that's pretty funny still. Squad's renamed to solo. That's not a bad one. Anyway, chat. We're staying in 401. 401 is fun. 401 is in the best. I think it's in the best shape it can be, and it has nothing but even more up to go. Like, there's no mass leavage. There's no leadership bailing. There is no like big names or big people who are influential in the kingdom. I'm not saying like big like warriors, but rather like actual people, but also big warriors. Everybody's mostly staying. If I were to tell you how many names of how many people told me they're leaving, I've been hearing about a handful. I've not heard yet of like little groups like usually you hear when there's like a mass migration. That's like this little group of like 10 people going here and 10 people go there. I've literally heard of like a handful. 401's the best kingdom I've had so far. Ah, yeah, I agree. Titch, I hit him. That's how you hide them, man. Any video about Infinite Galaxy? Yeah, there's one gonna come out today on the Galactic Gecko channel. We need to have. I'm probably gonna put a couple of videos here once the Nebula versus Nebula event starts. It's coming up. It's coming up, and it's gonna be interesting to see. We might even stream a little bit of it, kind of like of the war and what we do and how we do it to see how it is. But it's coming very soon. It's actually already out in 2 nebulas, so look forward to that as well. What's going on with DS? Nothing. DS is staying and remaining. Squad as a team is going to merge into LIIG, into TN. And I know Cam, I don't know if Cam is still here, but I know Cam and Motive are eager to go lead RB. Cam and Motive are eager to go lead RB. I know this. What up, Kevin? How are things in 412? Migrating? No. No. But Squad as a team will cease to exist. I'm gonna be a merger. DS migrating? No. Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I mean, I'm not gonna talk for anyone else. I'm not gonna say no when he migrates, or I'm not gonna say yes and then he doesn't. Talk to him. Ay, ay, ay. The trollage is real. All right, boys. I'm going to end the poll. 27% said LIIG, 23% said TN, and the rest of you said I'm going to hell. Well, guess what? I have already had my little piece of land marked with my name on it since I was like 2 years old in hell. Like, I'm already confirmed there. Like, there's no question. Like, I've I've been aware of it for like well over 26 years that I'm going to hell at the very end. So your title baited me. Thought you were migrating. I didn't lie. Squad is indeed not going to exist. So where is hell? That's a good question. Technically speaking, Nedry, we don't believe in that stuff, right? Technically speaking. Whoever gets the core of squad will get strong. Maybe 75. The core, I can tell you that from my knowledge, majority of squad is not going anywhere. Including the core, including a big... I can't speak for anyone, right? I don't know. 254 opens migrations in a few days. Maybe all of a sudden everybody shows up there. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think you will, though. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I am going to hell. That's not even a question. That's not a conversation. That's a scientific fact. If hell exists the way it's supposed to be, I'm going straight down there. Whew. Faith is a great person, that's for sure. I love Faith. She's awesome. Imagine 254 with squad. Can you imagine? My man Nugget here, while we're streaming, kind of like taking notes, being like, "Yo, who I need to, who to recruit, who not." Although he doesn't need to do anything. I'm sure at the 254, the applications are raining applications in 254. Gecko in 75 be here. What's going on, governors? Gecko here, and today. Yeah. Bronny, it's a little bit more than that, because once we drop off of Imperium, obviously there's gonna be a third main alliance. There's no doubt about that. But we need to drop off of Imperium first. So will 401 defend past 4? 401 is not going to put a single troop on the field. If people are doing it, it's because they want kills, they want whatever. I don't believe there's a single troop on the field, although looks like League. Tiff is looking to march 30 minutes to a flag. And Brawny is here fighting. Brawny, no balls. No balls. Right now, all your troops in here. No balls. You have a Xeno. Hold the flag. I'll come help. Hell, I don't care. Nah, I do care. I ain't giving them the satisfaction of killing my troops anymore. You can go shove it. I mean, there are some people fighting. Some folks still need kills. Some folks, you know, trying to kill off more troops. I don't know. What's the extinguish time on this thing? 4 minutes. And they rallied it already so that you can't extinguish. I don't know why they're rallying. Are people actually defending? I don't know why they're rallying. Nobody's gonna be there. Hey, Tiff is having fun here, 30 minutes away. My already went from 5524 to 5551. Rip, Sammy. That sucks. Lamb, I have no idea. You need to ask leadership that. I don't get involved in that kind of stuff. I don't even get involved in the purge if it happens. It's just, it's not nothing that I can care for. There you go. Motive says yes. What up, Motive? Motive, you ready to go lead RB? Motive, the new leader of RB, confirmed. How'd I scientifically prove that I go to hell? Very easily, because I'm a jerk, I'm a scumbag, and I'm an a-hole. And therefore, hell's a good place for me. That's like science. Gecko going to hell, see? People who know me know. People who know me know. Sheesh, new leader of RB. Confirmed. There's Sky. 50 million crew, let's go. Bro, Sky, before all the madness happened, Sky, we built this fort right here. And that was like one final push we wanted to do. And so, you know, it's a long way, and the Greek were coming down. Like you can see they're almost there, right? But we didn't know what to, they obviously need to defend. So Sky random TP'd, like, I would say he random TP'd somewhere in this area-ish. Somewhere along the line of this area that you see on the screen, okay? He random teleported there. And I was in LIG at the time, and I'm like, which fort you guys wanted to try to random TP to? Faith goes, try to TN. I made it into this zone. I left League. I ended up spending 113 113 random TPs, and I literally TP right next to him. It was so funny. All of a sudden, I'm like, the way you ran. By the way, small tip for those of you random TPing: figure out an area within like boundaries of space that you want. So for me, the boundaries were like 750, 650 to 740, 640, and 10 and 10 in each direction. And so every time you random TP, you don't need to zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. You just look at the chords. And so I random TP'd like 50, 60 TPs, like back to 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 back, like in my bag, right? Because all you got to do is random TP and look at the chords, which you don't see. I just random TP'd, and then I look and I see, ooh, good chords. I get out. I'm like, I'm right next to this guy. I'm like, God damn it. That was so funny. Correct. Sounds to me like more than squad name is being retired and the players are free to make their own choice as to where they want to go. Correct, Lamb. I mean, the team, I'm assuming, I'm pretty confident nonetheless that even with all this, like there is going to be a group, like I would assume, right? I don't know, but I'm guessing that the core of squad will stay together. They're not going to split up, right? So the name of squad and the team of squad is going to be retiring. I'm assuming that the core is going to the same place together, and we're just going to merge as they're going to merge. I don't know if I would call myself core of squad, but they will merge into that team. And those who choose not to, or those who are deemed not fit to a certain extent. Jesus, I'm gonna have to put you in timeout, my man. I can understand your feelings towards other kingdoms, but no need for that in this chat. All right, no need for that in this chat. It is not a matter of who it is or what it is. It's in general, unless you snake out and flip-flop like a burger, and in that case, I'm okay with you guys shaming them, but that's a different story. Where's Red going? LIG or TN? You should ask Red, not me. I wouldn't know. Any good spending alliance which can accept a 35 million power player? Again, don't look at me. Talk to leadership. I have nothing to do with any of that stuff, thankfully. I can't tell you where to go, what to do. Or like where is available and whatnot. I show up, I fight, I stream, I train, I help, I leave. Squad players are getting recruited like crazy. They already are. They already are. People are getting messages all over the place. But if the, I don't think that, I'll put it this way. I don't think that anyone who wanted to stay would leave because someone is trying to recruit them. I think that people that are going to leave wanted to leave anyway, and so recruiters are going to have fun with them. But those who have no reason to, that are happy here, I don't think any recruitment message will matter to them. How much did I miss? If you want to hear the full story of what's going on, you might want to go back to like after the first 30 minutes, so like an hour and 10 minutes behind, and I talked about it for about 20 minutes. Everything you need to know. Oh boy. Artemisia. Not Artemisia. Ethelfled. Chill, woman. Chill. Oh my goodness. That AoE. You're about to get wrecked if we don't go quick. Chill, Artie. Artie. Ethel, chill. Jeez. And Kira too. Oh my goodness. Look at them. Like, ladies. That's 346s. What you doing? Oh my god. Some ladies going wild right now. I stay and you know where I go. Yeah, I do. What happened to squad? Essentially we all decided to take like a death pill together, and so all of squad is going to cease to exist on this earth in a few days. But all jokes aside, the name of squad as a team and as a group is retiring, and the players are going to merge into League and squad and League and TN and or leave 401 if they choose to do so. What was that avatar frame with -1 on my inventory? Oh my goodness, I explained this. I'll explain it again. Back in season 2 of Osiris League, when we went to Osiris League playoffs, they gave us accidentally the rewards twice. So they took one back of everything, except that when I applied my frame, it applied both for some reason. So when they took back a frame, I ended up with -1. But I have like the frame. I'll put it on since D likes it. I'll put it on. There it is. That's the season 2 winners. Season 2, not winners, grand final participants. It's the same place where I got my skin and the same place where I got the pyramid. Oh, this is from the playoffs, actually. Never mind. This is when in the playoffs they took it back. Something like that. This nothing to do with that. It's from the playoffs. From the playoffs where we got the skin. I doubt we will play Osiris League. Too much stress and just like have fun and wing it in our Osiris matches. That makes a lot of sense for TSN. There's no point. There's no point if you're looking to not go hardcore and competitive. Let's put it this way. It is impossible nowadays to be a competitive ARC team without having like proper practice and proper strategies and people that are like showing up for practice at least 2 to 3 times a week. Proper 1200 heads. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're preparing for the new archers. We have the option now to expertise. Almost 2. Are you trying to get a 100k honor point right now? Yeah, I'm trying. Lol. F's in the chat, boys. We got a long way to go. If I hit, I will hit 85 because that's nice. That's really what 85 is really the number that I want to hit because of this. That's a legendary material that I really don't want to give up on. But if you ask me, if I can't get to 100 and get this and that, I wouldn't be too upset. I'm kind of sad about this. For a reward hunting kingdom that we are, the 401 and the farmers of squad, because we don't war. We're not a fighting kingdom. We're a reward hoarding kingdom that is looking to get ceasefires in order to get rewards. As you can see, I didn't even AFK a march in Ancient Ruins all of this KVK. I did it one time in Altar of Darkness. I didn't even do Bastions, for crying out loud, which that was actually a big mistake. That was actually a huge mistake. I could have probably been a much higher level in tech if I did. You want rewards now? Yeah. I always wanted the rewards. All I want is rewards, bro. Like, everything I play Rise of Kingdoms only to get the rewards. I don't care for anything. The main reason I'm actually doing this is this. There's an event going on. So it worked out extremely well. It's event. It's materials from barbarians, which you can get in Lost Kingdom, but a little bit less of that in the regular kingdom. Look at how many materials I'm making. And of course, materials are gold at this point. So it worked out really well. It's kind of like the fun. What ended up happening, whales don't need bastions. I'm not a whale. I mean, if there's bastion skills, I would do them. But because there wasn't bastion skills, I didn't do them. But I should have, because I would have made a ton more. I would have probably gotten a ton more crystals out of it. And maybe even had higher tech. But who knows? Chat, if you're enjoying the stream and you haven't done that yet, don't forget to slap a like on it and hit that subscribe down below. Appreciate that. If you guys are enjoying the stream, or even if you're not enjoying the stream, then drop a dislike. That's fine as well. As long as you're engaging with the stream, it lets YouTube know that you're engaged, and that's all that matters, really. JWM is the right choice for Cyrus League. Omega lol. Bastion skills are game-changing. Correct. But there's no Bastion skills in Strife of 8. There's just Bastions who give you more crystal production per percentage, which I could have made double the crystals that I was making, and probably I would have gotten a little bit further ahead in my tech. Let's put it this way. I don't think I would have hit 100 million crystals, but I would have probably ended up about around the mid 90s instead of like the high 80s million crystals used. I mean. We have the fourth skill, the poison stack, but only Tomi removes it. Talk about OP. Good lord. What up, Mal? I haven't seen you in forever. I thought you quit. Honestly, I haven't seen you and I haven't seen Mark in so long. I could have sworn you guys quit the game. I'm not used to seeing your name not in green, though. It's gonna take a little bit to get used to. Tommy's the most underrated archer commander out there. Lamb, I've been saying it since the day she came out. If we get sculptures back on Tomi, you'll find out that on the 4 mightiest governors that she was on in Kingdom 59, I got 2 second places and 1 third place. I said it from the beginning. Like, people are completely not paying attention. Matt quit. I'm here but busy with summer. I see. I saw Mark here earlier. Summer. Life is good. We're about to go into lockdown again, so rip the summer. I have no idea. I thought I was still a member. Nope. You haven't been for a while now, actually. Brawny even overtook you in veterancy. You were supposed to be on the second green. It was you, Howlead, and Brawny that would supposedly be green right now. Level 1 stack, already 50%. It's so OP. Yeah, all you gotta do is just unlock her and just get her to 1, and it's insane. Someone asked me Eddie or Tamaris. I always say Tamaris. I hope not, but I've been really social. Nice. Social is good. Everyone needs to do bastions except those who don't care for the rewards unless there is skills. If there's bastion skills, you must do them. If there is no bastion skills, you can get away with just spending money, getting the crystals, and screw the bastion rewards, right? You can. What up, Alex F? How are you? Gecko clickbait. If you go back into lockdown, I guess I'm back at the game. Well, there you go. I hope for you don't go back to lockdown, but I do hope you come back into the game. Ooh. I've not spent on day 3 yet. Battle of Peaks bundle. You can go shove it. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying in 401. But if you want to hear what happened to the squad and what's going on with the squad and all that, you can go back to minus 30 minutes. What's up, Baba? How are you? How are you holding on with all the massive amount of hate that I've been seeing? Hope you're doing okay, not taking it to heart too much. Go back home, please. Lewis going ham, boys. And Grimy, too. Nice to see. Of course, MF somehow says this man's ridiculous. This man, chat. This man is ridiculous. This man is ridiculous. There is something wrong. Someone needs to go figure out if MF is a real human. I have a feeling MF is like an artificial intelligence. I have a feeling. This man is ridiculous. How do you lose 50 million dead troops in 1 KVK and end up in 6th place? How? Oh my god. I'm pissed. You're making us look bad. Come on, do something wrong. I'm tired of always saying all he does is good. Do something wrong. Baba, don't bother what people say, man. If you're having fun with your team and you're enjoying your time, then let the haters hate, man. Him having a voice doesn't make him a human, you know. MF is rich $1,000 a day. Oh, I know. You don't gotta tell me. You don't gotta tell me. I'm not gonna. What the frick? I'm on the wrong presets. I'm not gonna pretend. I've known MF way before like a lot of the community knew who he was. When he was still like very under the radar. I've known him for a very long while actually. And I know. But it's not only about the money. Because money is nice, but you also gotta have a brain. And you also gotta have game sense. And you also gotta be able to play the game. There's a lot of big money out there that's dumber than a rock. There's a lot of big money out there that's literally dumber than a rock. But not this guy. I mean, Baba, don't let the haters change you, man. And I'm saying this as someone who gets hate all the time. All the time. You every now and then say something that's like sitting on your heart and you express yourself a little bit, we'll say it a little bit, you express yourself a little bit too passionately and sometimes not in a way that essentially represents you, which is what happened. But, and I do the same occasionally, but, It's who we are, right? And if the hater's gonna hate, then if people are hating on you, it means you're doing something right. That's what I learned. If people care enough to hate on you, it means you're doing something right. And like this guy, Da, he just said something stupid, and he'll never say anything again in my chat ever again, because that's a goodbye. Realize that the man Da is so... Think about it, Baba, right? I'll read what Da said, okay? Da said, Baba, delete Rise of Kingdoms, you trash, okay? Think about it for a second. Someone out there in the world is spending their time, their energy, and their brain cells on hating on you instead of on building a business, being with their kids, going out on a date, building a home, reading a book, watching TV, doing something with their own life. They're literally wasting themselves and their energy on hating on you. That's how much of an influence you have. That's not something that everybody can say. And quite frankly, anyone who wastes their energy like this man Da, instead of building a company and making something out of yourself, you're filling your heart with hatred about a man you don't even know. So I know how it is, because sometimes I take a lot of hate comments and it's hard to ignore them, and it's really, really rough, especially when you are literally where you are right now in the middle of the storm. But don't make decisions. Don't let them. Let's put it this way. The way I see it and the way I live my life is, when the storm is raging, you sit down, you buckle down, and you just let it pass. And then later on, you see what's next. You know what I mean? Don't let the storm influence you. Just let it pass. It will pass. Did I miss a kid getting yeeted? Oh, he got yeeted out of here. I couldn't figure out how to do membership again on my iPad. You should have under the somewhere under the chat where you can type, there should be like a $, and when you click on that, you should have either super chat or join. It should have been literally right next to where you can actually go. I think that's where it's at on the iPad. Excuse me. Bro, it's crazy, right? Like, can you imagine? That's what I tell myself every time people are hating on me. And like with the video I did yesterday, I got tons of hate. Tons of hate. I'm like, homies, with all this negative energy you guys are projecting, you guys could have built something out of yourselves. And I'm happy that I'm causing that big of an emotion. Oh, there it is. Bronny actually hit you with a... You can click that link, Mal. That should help you too. Who's getting rallied? Is someone getting rallied? How's that possible? Oh, he TP'd back. LOL! He TP'd back. Oh my god! The barbarian hunting is real. The barbarian hunting is real. I love seeing Hamza back in the chat, boys. In this world, no matter what thing you have done, whatever is good and bad, there will always be haters that give hate comments. Just ignore these haters. Listen, CW, I carry on to the things you have to... You got to understand one thing. It's easy to say it until you get swamped with hate, and it's easy to say ignore, but it's so hard to ignore. And even if you try your best, it's just so hard to ignore hate. It hurts. It hurts. It's a real thing. And it takes thick skin, and it takes also being aware and understanding of the fact that you can get hurt, and you know, like, not think that you're Superman, but learn how to cope with the hate, and learn how to Allow yourself to feel that way, but also snap out of it. It takes time. It takes a lot. It takes a lot, man. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. Artie or Nebu if you have to pick one. Oof. Do you have Ramses? Do you have Ramses? And what is your role? Dupla, welcome to the Baby Geckos. Your first subscription. Appreciate you. A brand new member joining us. Chat, let's get some hearts up in the air for a brand new member. We're up to 78 active members. That's cool. At 100 and at 120, we get another emote because we're one emote above from the days we were above 100. Appreciate you guys. That's awesome. Send you some hearts as well. I need to do the Chisco thing too. I like what he did with searching for the next member out there. Am I migrating? No. Open field. Do you have Ramses? No. Probably still Nebu. Although I'll give you. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'll give you the cons and pros of both. Artemisia, super tanky for archers. Great commander as a primary commander if you need an archer commander. Good direct damage factor, especially with AOE. Buffs, especially those health buffs, are very good, and damage increase potentially. There's a 50% chance of silence her troops, and at the same time grant some damage increase. So for if you're looking for a new primary, she would be a good primary to go with. Nebu is a pretty decent damage dealer in this aspect, but he makes your archers much more tanky or less damage based ish. But the march speed is actually fairly substantial, and the fact that it again leads rallies, this is your only problem, is essentially it has a skill that is pretty much all about rallies, but Artie has all about garrison, so they kind of trade each other off there. Damage reduction, damage bonuses and all that are really nice on him. I've seen him more as a secondary than a primary. I think that he can be a primary commander, but having him as a secondary seems to be the better way to go. If you need a good primary, I would go with Artie. If you need a good secondary, then I'd go with Nebu. The thing is, Nebu is a newer generation commander over Artie, so a lot of people go with Nebu over Artie to maintain themselves to get newer commanders rather than older commanders. But that means nothing. Squad's going to migrate? No. Squad's just going to retire the name, and the team is going to split up into LIIG and into League. They hate that I call them LIIG. Into League and TN. They hate that I do it. They reset Artie. Remember? They reset Artie. Oh, I did save it. Nice. So there you go. You know what else I did, chat? I used a ton of legendary commander sculptures, and I saved Dazzling Starlight sculptures in the process, which is kind of nice. I thought I didn't save it. Nice. I thought this was that. Cool. So we have the email and we have also what we got back. Lol, 7 Artemisia sculptures. What a joke. That was such a good thing for me. No problem, Queen Lucy. Anytime. Although, if you are thinking about archers, hold off just for a tad bit. Wait for the new archers to come out, because I don't think you're in a hurry unless you're like trying to get Mightiest Governor figured out right now, in which case I understand. But if you can hold off on the maxing, then I would hold off on the maxing. I'm guessing you're trying to figure out what to get out of this Mightiest Governor. So the reset isn't good. It is amazing for me. I landed on an open field Artemisia for 310 sculptures less. For me, it was fantastic. Baba wants to destroy us with his money. He said so himself. Well, I think every big player is destroying us with their money, don't you think? It's not only Baba. I think Squad should relocate to a new server. Okay. You're entitled to an opinion. Chat, I know this game way I'm not that good, but I know this game way too well. Like, I can see exactly, Queen Lucy, why you're asking the questions you're asking. I can see the directions and questions and stuff like that. Sometimes I'm like, I sometimes connect dots where I'm like, yo, it's like, how did we even get there? Although that one is fairly simple, right? Lilith said nothing changed. They just changed the description of a skill, and as a result, they want to make sure that you choose again to expertise or not. Obviously, Gecko hacked the game because he had why he has a 5-5-1-5 already. I agree. Where's Squad going? Nowhere. We're just splitting up into League and TN. And Motive and Cam are gonna go lead RB. And a BTS meal, there's a difference between having an opinion and making up stuff, right? Wolf? What did Wolf say? There's a big fight going on in KVK2 Zone 6 open field chords if you want to watch. 4 Imperium Kingdoms. Hit me with chords. Let's go. Why not? What up, Melon SD? How are you? I can watch a little bit of KVK. I'm down. I'm kind of tired of barbing. But what's the reason? If you want to hear the whole story, Samuel, go back to minus 30 minutes. Like after the first 30 minutes of the stream, I went on a full explanation with everything you need to know, on about 23-minute explanation with exactly everything going on. To the T. Let's see how far we can get on this event real quick. Let's see. We'll open these as well. Damn, we got a stockpile now. We got a stockpile now, boys. We got to do this too. Leave it for another stream. Open these. Try to hit 200. Although I am so pissed that Lilith are not just adding more commanders in here. Like, where are... I don't need Pakal and Herald. You know what? Pakal and Herald. Pakal and Choke. CJ, whatever the heck. They don't need to be here. They're too new. Where's Jadwiga? Why is Jadwiga not here? What's the point of this if you don't update it? Like... but then again, it's Lilith. So, well, I shouldn't be too surprised about it, right? Where the frick is that event? Here we go. I don't get it. Why all stop all wars? Some ban in KVK. There's a lot of drama that happened. Am I going to League or TN? I'm not gonna say it now yet. I know where I want to go. I've pretty much gotten confirmation that I'm on the list and all that. I can tell you that before the announcement was even made, there was a little bit of talk about, like, if there is a change, what do you want to do? I got a little bit of hints here and there from some people, especially in leadership. And so I didn't know what was coming, right? So I know where I want to be, and I know, I mean, for the record, TN or LIG, as far as I'm concerned, they're both fantastic. I don't either place that you can land in is crazy. But I'm not gonna say it yet because I don't want to put anyone on the spot. You know what I mean? If plans change, or if something happens, or if, I don't know, anything happens, I don't want to put people on blast or something like that. When I'm there, you'll know. Well, we made it to 21, which is not bad. We need to buy the $10 bundle too. That's today's. Nice. Next level. Ooh, 2 legendary materials. I like it. Next level. We get the heads, and then we gotta get here. I'm fairly confident we can get here. Especially since I need to hunt barbs. in the next 5 days, I'll definitely hunt enough barbs to get this done. You sent it to me in PM? Okay, let me go check. There's a 48 in here. Oh, there is a building nearby? Yeah, there is. Nice, a little bit of extra honor. Will you keep playing with squad core? I hope so. I hope so. I'm loyal. I'm loyal to the people that are loyal to me. You know what I mean? And squad has done nothing bad or wrong to me and given me every opportunity that I wanted. Would I say like they picked me over Easy or over Anger when they were in the garrison? Of course they didn't, because those guys have better tech and better equipment, and I respect that. But even when Easy and Anger were online, and if I was captaining a flag, they didn't always necessarily go and replace me, you know? It wasn't always necessarily, even if Anger or Easy's garrison wasn't working and they were doing other things with their marches, they didn't always necessarily replace me. If there was a situation which me and Anger are next to the same flag and Anger can just come in, obviously he gets the primary, of course. But I truly became a garrison captain because of squad, and I found the fun in being a garrison captain through squad. And I'm gonna make a video about garrisoning and a couple of other things that are coming up in the next week that I think you guys are really gonna enjoy. That will show you a little bit more. And you guys think that it's just like, oh, garrison, you put commanders and that's it. Absolutely not. There is a lot more into the role than just owning the commanders and having the gear. There is a lot more to it. There's tons more to it. And it's not everybody can be a garrison captain, even having the commanders available. And I'll explain that in that video a little bit and much more. So squad has given me pretty much a purpose and a goal for my account and for what I want to do was found in here. Beyond the fact that I was an archer player who focused so much on archers that I had no open field and nothing like that. And so, yeah. 6 flags getting rallied in Zone 5 was so much fun. Yeah. I mean, Bronny and I were the only garrison captains online, and we had 6 flags in our line being rallied. And I mean, we had to coordinate which flag we're letting burn, which flag we're not, what times and all that, and moving around and getting the people to come with you. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. What up, King Claw? How are you? What happened to Ronnie, please? Not my place. Not my place. Ronnie, I'm sure Ronnie will make a video about it eventually. Nothing happened. Nothing bad happened to Ronnie. But why he's not making videos, or why is he on his alt account and all that, those questions that you guys have, you're gonna have to ask him. Not my place to talk about it. And I can absolutely use the clickbait, right? I could totally make a video. This is where Ronnie went, and half of you people, it's like, it would probably be one of my most viewed videos if I explain what happened to Ronnie. But again, it's not my purview, not my place. Nothing bad happened to him though. Yeah, he did have to get a job. I mean, it's the unfortunate truth of YouTube, right? And when he lost his sponsorship, he had still enough views to make do. And as his views kept going down, it's like you can't hold, right? That's a content creator's worst nightmare. He sold his main. He sold. I have no. I'm again. It's not. I know what's going on with his main. I know everything. I know everything that happened that he did or didn't do and all that. I've heard from many people that are inside that story. But it's, again, you guys can keep asking. I'm just not gonna tell you. Andrew, listen. I'm gonna send you to the corner. Go think about what you said for a little bit, then come back. Okay. Go to the corner. Think about what you just said, and then come back, okay? The only person crying is you, while the man has been one of the biggest content creators making a good living and playing a game he loves for 3 years while making a living out of it. I don't know what you're talking about crying. I'm too good sometimes, Queen. Sometimes I find myself like... I find myself in situations like... Chisco's told this story before. He almost quit after season 1 of KVK. And I pretty much talked him into staying in the game. Go check the KVK. Oh, that's right. I pretty much talked him into staying in Rise of Kingdoms. At the time, he was getting stupid amounts of hate. Stupid amounts of hate. Like... Stupid. We're legit talking like dumb amounts of hate. Like, you guys have no... If you think Baba is getting hate now, at that time, Chisco was getting blasted. And he never thought he was going to make content. He's like a brand new content creator. I knew this about the internet. This was not the first game I covered. I was in Lords Mobile before and got plenty of hate. I learned how to kind of deal with it. And he and I had a heart-to-heart for a good half an hour or so, where I explained to him that he cannot give up. And look at where he is now. If I was selfish, I should have told him, yeah, quit, knowing that he was at the time the bigger creator, and if he wasn't there, I had less competition and more potential. I could have said that. If I wanted to be selfish, I could have literally talked him into quitting so that I and the rest of the creators would have more exposure and he wouldn't be here nowadays. Looks like there's going to be a juicy pass coming up. Oh, Adam. Oh, Adam, you... Chisco plays the algorithm so well. I mean, Chisco does... It's not that Chisco plays the algorithm at this point. It's that Chisco's already in the algorithm where all he needs to do is just do what he's doing. But in the beginning, he had no idea and he got lucky. And that's he was not aiming at the algorithm, but due to the way he created his content, unknowingly, he did all the right things for the algorithm to pick him, to favorite him, and from there on he just maintained. Is attack stat better than defense? Which one should I prioritize for equipment for KVK 1 and 2? What are you doing? If you're garrisoning, then defense. If you are rallying or open fielding, then attack. But you really want to prioritize, if you can, health over both. Well, I don't see a bloodbath in this pass yet. But I'm guessing it's a matter of time. What's in here? That's a level 4. Boo. That level passes. 5 is not getting contested. No. 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 Alright, so 1 level 5 pass is getting contested in here. Yes? This? Double rallies? Triple rallies? Anyone? Something? Defense is better than attack, and health is better than defense. It just depends what you're doing. This was also a brilliant content creator. That also helps. Again, when you can dedicate 100% of your time into it, then you become a master of it, right? You can literally see him evolving as a creator. But that was only possible, again, because he was able to dedicate his full time and energy into it. How good is CJ behind a Max Alex? He's all right. He's all right. I'm not a fan of CJ, believe it or not. I don't see too much of a use of a CJ per se. A lot of people disagree with me. But I targeted every single Alex CJ I could find on the field with my archers and got very, very nice trades every time. Adam, either look at the pinned comment or go back to the first minus 30 minutes on this stream. And I talked about it for like 23 minutes, explaining exactly what happened and why and everything. See ya, Brawny. What up, Steven? For example, 16, if you're an open field fighter, then you're probably going to want to tell Takeda. On a tell Takeda, you don't want defense. You want attack and a little bit of health. You have cool stories to tell? We can tell a story if you guys want. I can tell you guys how we made a bomb by mistake. Oh, that was a good story. I can tell you guys how we made how we got like the bomb squad and whatnot and ended up on the news. It wasn't like we didn't blow up anything, but it wasn't, we didn't want to make a bomb, but that was bad. That was bad. Harold better than CJ? Yeah. Hands down. I've been live for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Damn. Didn't even notice. Tell it. That was so bad. That was hilarious, but also so bad. The firework bomb, yeah. Oh yeah. All right, boys and girls, we'll go with story time. You guys ready? So, we were young and dumb. And we were playing with firecrackers and fireworks and all that stuff. And there is this firework. I don't know what's called in the States. I don't know what's the English name of it. It's called mushroom in here. And what the mushroom firework is it's like a tube that is about, I'm not trying to troll you guys. It's about yay round and like yay tall. And it has like the little thing at the bottom where you light it. What it does is it flies up. It whistles on its way up. It goes up a lot. It goes up like 40 feet, 12, 15 meters, if not more, really. Like it goes up a lot. How long ago? This was more than 10 years ago when I was much younger. It goes up quite far up and then does a big boom up on the top. So it's like big boom. All right. So, and those cost about like $2 at the time. We were 5 friends. We each got about like $20 and bought a bunch of these, right? And my grandpa, may rest in peace, at the time he used to work at a at a wrapping plastic company, like saran wrap type of thing. And so he, from the factory where he worked, he had these big like cardboard tubes, which are like a bigger version of the small one. So naturally, we not the drug, the firework. So naturally, as kids, we took a razor blade and we cut the firework, opened it up, looked at how it's made, and said, you know what? Let's go get a big tube. Let's go put a ton of these in one. And we make one big thing, right? We make a big crazy thing. Where I lived at the time, for the record, it was like very close to like a ton of agricultural land. So like we used to ride our mountain bikes and stuff like that in the fields and all that stuff. And so we went to a field very far out of nowhere, like an orange field actually. And for the record, the oranges were orange, which means it was like season to pick them. It's important for the story. What we didn't know was that even though these are probably easy to make, there is some science behind the fact that it needs to go up and then boom. And like stupid kids, we just took all the gunpowder and everything kind of like we thought it looked like in the small version and put it in the big one. And from a firework that's like this size, from a lot of these, we made one that was like yay big. We got a big I don't know, I forget what it's called, the like thing that you light. We got a big one, so we have time to run away. We put it on the ground, aimed it at the air, in the middle of the oranges field, and it was all fields around, so nobody would have gotten hurt. There was no one nearby, no buildings, no houses, no nothing. We're like in the middle of like a proper farm area. And we lit the thing and ran. Now, turns out there is some sort of engineering in the way they layer the gunpowder so that it lights and shoots up rather than blows up the cardboard that's holding it. We didn't know that. When that thing did boom, when that thing went boom, fuse, thank you. When that thing went boom, the trees that were around it, all the oranges from the trees fell. All the oranges from the tree fell. The sound wave was so strong that we were far away from it and we still felt it. That thing went boom on the ground. It made a crater that was like probably like this. Big crater. And it was loud. Our ears rang and we were far. It's not like we were 2-3 feet from it, 4 feet from it. We were far. And when we heard it and it our ears ringing and everything, we're like run away. We saw it in the news later in the in the evening. Bomb squad came in. The military came in. They thought that was like a terrorist thing that blew up. It's like a cell or whatever, some firework or some like gun, some weaponry that was hidden in that area. And they scanned the place for like a few days. It's like they reported that they didn't find any more explosives in the area. It was a ridiculous thing. I came back home smelling like gunpowder, and my dad's like, "What you do?" Congratulations, Gecko, on making a. I know, right? I was like, "We ain't doing that again. We ain't doing that again." It was big. It was in the news. Like, it was like they searched for explosives. They brought dogs. It was like, it was wild. It was wild. It was something else. We were kids. Like, it was like stupid kids. But that's not the closest thing to to fire and to booms that I've had encountered. As a matter of fact, that's even not the scariest part. How many of you know how to blow up lighters properly? But that's a story for a different day. Oh my god. And needless to say, I'm gonna give you guys one fun fact, which has to do. Was that in the States or in Israel? In Israel. That's why everybody showed up. In the States, nobody would have cared. In the States, that's a regular thing, I guess. So, a prelude to a potential future story, which is a fun fact for you guys to know. Did you know that when you close your eyes, what actually keeps your eyes closed is, I forget what they're called. Oh my goodness. Why is my English so bad today? Is your, it's not your eyelids. It's, I forget what they're called. These, come on. It's the, oh my god. Chat, help me out. What are these called? Like the hair on your eyelids. I forget what it's called. Oh my goodness, my English is terrible today. No, squat is not migrating. Eyelashes, thank you. What keeps your eyes closed are your eyelashes. If you don't have eyelashes, even if you close your eyes, you will still always have a small opening, because your eyelashes is what closes your eyes fully. Is what holds your eyes closed fully. But that, how we found that out is a story for another day. But yeah, you can Google it if you want. The only reason you actually have full black when you close your eyes is because your eyelashes keep your eyelids closed. Or else you'll have like a very slight like sliver of light when you close your eyes. Is DS migrating? No. Not that I know of, at least. And my understanding is no. My mind is blown, yeah. Your eyelashes are extremely important to your eyes. Story time with Gecko should be a regular thing. We can make it a regular thing. I have tons of stories. Tons and tons of stories of random stuff we did. Did Gecko cut someone's eyelashes? I wish. Let's just say those eyelashes went away not intentionally. Pyro kids chat. Don't be a pyro kid. It never ends well. Like a story a week or something. We can do Wednesdays. Saturday story nights. Can you explain a little bit of Canyon? I'm really bad at Canyon, but I can tell you this. What you want in Canyon really is as tanky of a marches as you can get that can also deal damage. At the bare minimum, you want to have at least 2 tanky marches, preferably infantry. The more infantry you stick into your Canyon, the better, really, because that's where the tank is. And if we, of course, you can have the addition of some archers for damage, skill damage, and for countering. And for countering the infantry. But if we go take a sneak peek at Lost Canyon real quick, you'll see that the vast majority of them... Oh, actually, no. At this time, like, interesting. It's a mix. But that Guan, Alex, and Trajan Constantine are essentially the tanks. And then the other 3 are the damage dealers. This is more the way I know it. And that is... all the 4 first marches, with the exception of this one, are all infantry, and this is archers. But you can see that's pretty much meta. You want to have at least 2 infantry tank buffer and a buffer debuffer in there with them. And from there. Dope Aziola. I'll check it out. Am I a reptile lover? Do I have a pet gecko? I would love to have a pet gecko. I actually really want to get one. But one, geckos out here in Israel are ridiculously expensive. 2, terrarium equipment and stuff to hold the gecko in out here is ridiculously expensive and not necessarily available in any store. It's like you need to go to like people that do these niche things. And 3, I as funny as it seems, like a gecko as reptile is not a big deal, but as far as I'm concerned, a gecko is equivalent to a dog, right? And even it's being responsible about an animal life. And the only way I could see myself getting one would be kind of like with a dog, where if you are not home or if you got to take a trip or something like that, you have somewhere to leave them. If I put a terrarium in my house and I have to go somewhere, nobody from family or anything like that live nearby me. So for me to get one, I would have to also have like some sort of a temporary like movable setup so that it could go to my parents' place or anywhere I would need to have them chill. And so all of this is just, it's just very, very expensive for a pet, for a gecko. I mean, when I was in the States for work, I looked at Petco and stuff like that, and you can get a decently nice terrarium with pretty much everything you want for like $150. But out here, that same terrarium, only the glass alone is double the price that everything in the States. No, I'm not leaving 401 ESS. Do. That's do. Do I play any other games? I don't regularly play any other games anymore, and I think that that's one of the reasons I'm a bit like not very happy. I used to play a lot of CS:GO. I need to get back into gaming, not only for content but also for enjoyment type of thing. I've been playing a little bit of Pokemon Unite. I've been enjoying that. Although it's a little bit pay to win, a little bit. I'm actually looking for a good MMORPG, really. But the problem is I get sucked into it, and that's that. I play also Infinite Galaxy, but again, I've known Infinite Galaxy and I've played it because of the content behind it as well. You just need a simple glass container and a heat lamp. Others are cheap. I know, but again, out here, like, I understand. I get you, but in here, finding a decent glass containment and a heat lamp, it'll run you a good $300-400. And also, like, I wouldn't want to get like a small confined like terrarium. If I were to bring a gecko, I want to bring like a gecko that would have like a decent terrarium with a little bit of a water area, like a little like bowl of water that maybe can, like, you know, it's like make a good environment for it, not just like glass, heat lamp, rock, sand, and joy. You know, like it's kind of like getting a dog and keeping it on with a 2-foot leash on the street the whole time, kind of thing. Got to give it a good environment, even though it's just a reptile, yeah, and all that. But still, like, I wouldn't do something halfway. You know what I mean? Dave, it's cheap from eBay when you're in the States. I agree, but here in Israel, it's not like that. Here in Israel, like a heat lamp can run you a good $80-90, only the heat lamp alone. Even used. And a terrarium, a proper terrarium, would run you about between depending on if you're getting it used from someone, it could be $100. It can also be $400. Start a gecko fund. Honestly, the fund that for me, all the fund that comes out of YouTube goes back into the game, into spending in game. So we need to be able to first cover that, and there's no covering that, right? The more super chats come in, the more people watch the videos, the more ad revenue comes in, the more I'm able to spend. King of Whiskey, welcome back to the, what are you, baby geckos? Appreciate you very much for recommitting to the membership. Already blue. I see you, one of our veteran members. Oof, beef ribs. Not gonna lie to you, I had McDonald's for lunch. But I got some really, really nice steaks already defreezing for the night, for after the stream. So I'm looking forward to that. The goal is 60,000. Have we hit it yet? Oh, we're way past 62. I guess the goal is 65 for today, not for the stream. I'm going to keep grinding off stream. I'm not going to bore you guys too much longer. How many more of these? 46. Nice, dude. Yeah, out here, Dave, things are expensive. If I was in the States, I would have already had a gecko, and you guys would have had a gecko camera, which would have shown you the gecko at all times, what it's doing, where it's at. It's also not like readily accessible. So if the heat lamp breaks in the States, you go to the store and Petco has heat lamps. In here, if the heat lamp breaks, I will probably not find a replacement before the reptile dies, kind of thing. Like I would have to like put a heater on them or something like that until I find a replacement. And again, it's not like it doesn't exist, but I would actually legitimately have to go drive like 2 hours to the center to go get it, and then 2 hours back, and it's just a nightmare. Defrost, sorry. English bad today, yeah. Today my English is no good. No good. Mi inglés no good today, no. Another story, not the lighter one? Nah, not today, not today. Not today. Not today. I didn't know gecko is Swedish. Swedish. I'm not Swedish. I'm Israeli. Not Swedish. The closest I get to Swedish is eating Swedish fish. I don't like those much. What up, Kostya? How are you? Why is this? Ooh, go away. What's the best, most effective way to gain AP? On the daily fort rallies. Do I watch Netflix? I do. Fort rallies. A lot of fort rallies. What accent was that? Just a random accent. Just a random accent I make, my friend. No accent too much. Me make accent based on listen. Any good shows to you recommend? Oof, Imran, I am a TV show junkie. I can give you a world and a half. I can give you a world and a half. Ozark is great. If you're looking for Netflix stuff, Ozark is fantastic. If you're looking for something a little more aggressive and more like kind of like nasty, but also kind of cool, I love Sons of Anarchy, Person of Interest. I can give you a list. Like I can give you a list. I have hundreds of TV shows, hundreds. A fairly new TV show that I've been digging is Snowpiercer, which is now on a break. I just finished watching The Expanse. ESS, if you go back to minus 30 minutes, which is after the first 30 minutes of the stream, I explained everything for like 23 minutes. Everything you need to know. I don't know if you guys can hear the TV. The TV just turned itself on. Anything with drugs and crime I watch? I really liked, as of late, there's a newer show from Law and Order. Criminal Division. What's it called? With with the actor that used to play Elliot Stabler in SVU. He now has his own show, his own Law and Order. I mean, I actually have a freaking app to follow the TV shows that I watch, type of thing. So I'm telling you, this is serious. This is not like kids play. Release a list of your favorite shows. Oh Lord, that's not a bad idea. I have an actual app. Let's see. What's it called? Organized Crime. SVU Organized Crime. Law and Order Organized Crime is really good. Billions is coming back again. If you're looking for a show that is... Fauda is amazing. Yes. If you're looking for a show that has very awesome cinematography... Criminal Minds, correct. That has very awesome cinematography. It has the best soundtrack I have ever heard. And it's like all about rich people. Succession. It's a bit slow. But it is an art piece. The amount of detail into the rich people's life in Succession is truly mind-blowing. I'm gonna give you a small example as to how much they how good of a production they had. You looked into watching shows and give feedback to get paid. I've wanted to make a YouTube channel that's all about TV shows, but it's like there's a very, very big gray area on what is fair use and what isn't, and I didn't want to have to deal every single video with having to explain that this is fair use. Heist is very good. Money Heist. Do I like Homeland? I loved it. I think that they closed the show really well too. It's one of those shows that started going downhill and then they managed to bring it back up. If you lived through the bad season, if you allowed yourself to progress past the thing that made it change entirely, I'm not gonna spoil it, then they closed the show at the end very, very, very well, in my opinion. Do I know why girls rub their eyes when they wake up? I have no idea. I never even started watching The Walking Dead. I'm not a fan of the zombie stuff. I'm like... Leviathan Chronicles? Cool. I'm confused. What you ask, Blossom? Has the name of squad been decided and gone public? There is no name of squad. The team is not gonna exist. It's gonna merge into League and TN. I love the Boys series. I haven't watched it yet. It's on my list. Just to give you an example on how Scorpion ending was shockingly meh, I agree. It started really well and then it just went downhill from there. And it was so good the way they came up with the concept, but whatever. Give you a quick example. Do you guys know how when you see these movies or all of these things that have people coming in and out of helicopters, do you notice how people duck down from the rotors every time? Like, and even in real life as well, when you see people coming in and out of helicopters, they tend to duck down from the rotors. You guys notice that? Queen's Gambit. Ugh. You know that they had a production error in the final match, right? They put a piece in the wrong place. There was a pretty big scandal about that too. So about the helicopters, the reason people duck from the rotors from the helicopters is because it feels like they're really, really close, especially when they're spinning and causing air and all that. But the reality is that unless you really try, well, unless you lift your hands up quite up, you're really not going to it's not going to hit your head. But if you're not used to it, it's a natural instinct to duck down from it. And the way you know that someone is used to coming in and out of choppers is because they just don't duck. They just get in and get out because they've done it so many times that they don't have that instinct of ducking anymore. And the actors in that show come in and out of the choppers without ducking. That's like such a small detail, which technically goes against the nature of the character of the actors themselves. But the characters are supposed to be these billionaires that travel with choppers all the time, and so they come in and out of the chopper standing like normally, like they're coming in and out of a door. And that's like a very slight detail that they kept. Take a look at like rich people. Take a look at the president. You think the president comes in and out of Air Force or on Air Force 2 and he ducks down every time? You know what? Obama did, but Trump didn't. And the reason for that is that Trump is a billionaire who's used to traveling by chopper. The downdraft from the rotors, you're still so far away. Are you in the IDF? No, you're still so far away from the rotors. You're still so far away. If it wasn't safe for you to straight stand in and out of the chopper, they would never allowed you to get in. It's like huge liability. Top 10 shows you love. Oh my goodness, that's a rough one. I would say, and this is in no order: Prison Break, Lie to Me, Person of Interest, Elementalist, The Mentalist as well. White Collar, Suits, and in the newer categories, I would say C, Snowpiercer, and The Mandalorian. Marine One, thank you, John. I was like, Air Force 2 is the chop is the plane of the vice president. It's Marine One. You're right. Thank you. Marine One. You're not wrong. Air Force 2 is the Air Force 2 is the vice president's plane, right? I'm not right. White Collar and Suits are the I know. Neil Caffrey is one of my favorite. Neil Caffrey and Mike Ross are two of my favorite characters, and Michael Schofield. Person of Interest was fantastic. If you're someone who likes computers, Person of Interest is amazing. It's such a good way. I mean, I can keep going. I loved Sons of Anarchy, although it was a little bit violent. Very violent, actually. And I forced myself to watch The Mandalorian. I'm so thankful. I'm not a big, like, fan of the superhero TV shows. No, it's not. I'm glad that they killed his Suits when they did. They really killed that show in a great way. They closed it well. They did not... They stretched it a little bit, but they managed to bring it back in that final season to where I was like super happy the way they closed the show. 10 worst shows I've ever watched. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You're not a fan of the Big Bang Theory? Bro, Big Bang Theory is like asking if you've watched Friends or if you've watched How I Met Your Mother. It's like these sitcoms that are massively popular that everybody had some sort of interaction with. Mr. Robot was great too. But Mr. Robot, for example, is a show that went to hell very quick. Like, Towards the end, Mr. Robot, I was like, what the f are you guys doing? Like, what is going on? The problem with Mr. Robot is that it went extremely dark and crazy. Bad Blood and Peaky Blinders are the best mafia shows. You have not watched Boardwalk Empire. Watch Boardwalk Empire. It'll take Bad Bloods out of your list and you'll see you'll have Boardwalk Empire and Peaky Blinders there. Trust. Boardwalk Empire was so good. But you gotta like the actor and the main actor, and he is... What about Lost? I never watched Lost. I never will watch Lost. I can't stand that show. I can't stand that show. Well, it's not that I never watched. I did watch. I watched it up until season 3. And I refuse to acknowledge that I watched it. Season 1, episode like 6, 7, 8, randomly a polar bear shows up in the freaking island, which is cool because I'm like, whoa, where did this come from? It took them 2.5 seasons to explain where the polar bear came from. I'm like, by the time they explained it, I had already forgotten there was a polar bear in the past. I'm like, yo, this show is like dropping a seed, and 6 seasons later, it comes back to it like I remember it happened yesterday. And in between season 1 and 3, there was like 2 years. I'm like, yeah, no. I've not seen Fringe. No. Have we watched The 100? The 100 was fantastic, and then it just went straight downhill. Like, I watched it till the very end because when I watch a show that I like, even if it goes to hell, I watch it till the end, hoping that it comes back in some shape or form. But I was so disappointed with The 100. I was so disappointed. Like, the premise was fantastic, but like after the first part of that show ended and they kind of spun it to like this weird, that's when I was like, yo, like, why are you guys doing this? Why? I'm telling you, there's very few shows that you guys are gonna tell me that I was like, watch The Last Kingdom, best show ever. Juan, The Last Kingdom is literally on queue on my TV, and I'm having issues watching The Last Kingdom, and I'll tell you why. I loved Vikings. I watched Vikings while grinding Barbarians, and I binged it so much that I used to get like, when it was in the KVK where I got my skin for the archers, and I literally grinded like 20,000-30,000 honor a day because I was binging Vikings and just like sending barbs in the process. And I loved Vikings. And there is something about The Last Kingdom that's like, it's missing. But I'm going to force myself to try to watch at least one season to kind of allow it to... Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was fantastic. Breaking Bad never fell off. Breaking Bad stayed up top from the beginning to the end. Like, they didn't milk it. They created proper development of characters. They created everything. Breaking Bad was really, really, really good. It's nothing like Vikings, exactly. But it's kind of like the same arc of a story. It's technically, they say that The Last Kingdom is sort of a continuation of the history of what happened in Vikings, that's covered in Vikings. And yeah, I agree with you. And it's some of the same characters in the sense that historical figures. And so I agree with you. It's why I'm trying to force myself to watch it. Have I watched any anime? I've watched Dragon Ball. I've watched Dragon Ball Super, of course. I've watched One Piece, a big part of it, until I just got bored. I didn't get bored, but I just can't keep going. I couldn't keep going with it. I was watching it in original language. That's why I can't watch it dubbed. And I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, of course, the greatest ever, beyond Pokemon and all that, you know what I'm saying? But of anime, that's like that kind of anime, Avatar: The Last Airbender kills everything by miles. Are you leaving for a 1 now? Morning Woody, what? Have I tried Punisher? I've watched Punisher. I'm not a big heroes show. I've watched Daredevil too. I thought Daredevil was fantastic. I'm telling you, I'm a TV show junkie. I switched. One Piece is the best anime. Why did I stop? Too many fillers. Like, I only found out later that there's like a list online that tells you which episodes to skip and which ones not to skip. But by that time, I didn't even remember where I was in the storyline, and so I ended up stopping. So I recently switched apps because TV Show Faves is an app that's been live on the App Store for like 10 years, and they shut down their servers. But just so you like, I literally 2 days ago, I started compiling my list again on a new app. I don't have all the TV shows I finished watching in here yet, but so far I have 2.8k episodes of TV shows watched. I'm telling you, there was a time where my Friday fun was because we don't work Fridays here. My Friday fun was to sit on during the morning or the afternoon after going to the beach or whatever before going out, was to just binge the shows of the week, and I would watch like 6-7 shows of every week. Black Sails, fantastic. Pirates show. Lucifer coming up very soon. The Handmaid's Tale, amazing. Westworld, semi-weird, very good. The Flight Attendant, awful, but I still watched it. Altered Carbon, amazing. Quantico, meh, but was nice. House, duh. Queen of the South just ended. It was kind of cool. I can keep going. Like, I can keep going. I can keep going. These are the shows that I finished, that I cataloged already. I have more. Sense8 was all right. How to Get Away with Murder got very, very stretched. Very, very weird. The Crown also, they changed the main character in season 3, and I couldn't understand a single thing going on there. WandaVision or Loki? Neither. I'm not a big fan of superhero shows, although I keep hearing Loki is really good. So I might have to bite the bullet and watch Loki. My problem with Marvel shows is that Marvel shows, they like, you need to be in the Marvel universe. You need to have watched the movies in some sort of order to understand what's going on. And like, they're all intertwined. And I'm not that caught up with Marvel movies. I'm telling you, MC, this is serious stuff. Like, I'm a TV show junkie. I love that kind. But I don't watch dumb stuff. Like, you won't see me sitting here and watching like senseless, brainless TV shows where like they fart and everyone laughs. That's not what I like. But The Big Bang Theory is smart. It has brains behind it. It has culture behind it. Same did Friends. Same did like those kinds of comedies. I'm cool with. I don't like brain dead shows. I prefer shows that have some sort of something I can learn out of them. Oh, the only brain dead show I loved was Californication. Man, Californication was amazing. Californication. If you're looking for a dumb show that is rude and extremely funny, Hank Moody is by far one of the funniest characters out there. Motherfucker. I loved Californication. It was so good. Game of Thrones is the best and worst? Absolutely. Although, I still get like, I still get my freaking goosebumps when I listen to the soundtrack and I hear the Dragons song, the Dragons Dance. I get goosebumps out of it. Goosebumps. That thing is... The way they executed the dragons and the soundtrack behind the dragons is a masterpiece. When Daenerys shows up to that meeting in the... I think it's the final season or the last... I'm not going to spoil too much. And she flies in on the dragon. I mean, I'm spoiling a little bit, right? And the soundtrack goes on with the sound of the dragon. I flip. Californication was the best. I watched it all. Yeah. Rick and Morty. Morty. Where are you, Morty? Homie, Californication. Oh my god. That was such a... I wish they made shows like that again. Have I watched Peaky Blinders? Of course. Thomas Shelby is such an intricate character. Although I was a little bit traumatized after he killed the black thing. I'm not gonna say what it is or who it is and what it is, and I'm not gonna spoil too much, but yeah, I was big trauma. Like, that's so messed up. I watched all of Ozark. I did not see the end of that season coming. I can tell you, Lucho, when that happened, I was watching it like on a VOD, so like I can stop and whatnot. And when what happened at the end happened, I was like, I stopped. I went back and I watched it again to actually like, what just happened? How to get city skin from KVK4 and above. The only way to get city skins is from the shop. You need to accumulate these coins and you get to pick whichever ones you want. Or you need to be winning KVKs, which if you need any advice on how to win KVKs, you can just do what our enemies did. But anyway, you can get it through these, but I highly don't recommend it. I highly don't recommend it. 10% archer defense. I think my skin is 10% archer defense too, or is it attack? This one. It's attack, right? Yeah, this one's attack. I was like, what the what? I went back to see who did what. I was like, wait, what? I was like, what the hell? You guys can keep testing me. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Stop spoil king. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to spoil. Who got it at the end? No one yet. I wonder why. Looks like 1, 2, 2 are gunning for it. You know, these guys are this petty that they're actually burning our flags out. Like, no one's gonna come back. You guys can burn the flags just to feel good about yourselves, but no one's gonna come back. We're done. So you can clear the flags just for the fun of clearing the flags. Of empty flags, just see them burn. But realize that even if that there is no backstab, there is no where you're gonna go to sleep and we're gonna show up and start pushing. It's done. People still have the balls to sit out here. Hell no. It was that one back here. Most of us went back home, back to screw that. I have not seen one Justified. I started keeping track of my Rise of Kingdoms spending up to $800 this month. Damn, Joe. Bad idea. Which KVK skin should I get? You're gunning for these? First of all, you shouldn't be getting any KVK skins until you get at least a ring, a dagger, and a horn. At least one, so that in the future you can make them when you're ready to do so. Because it's going to take you at least 2 KVKs to get here. Now, when it comes to calves, you're going to want the Divine Abode. The Divine Abode is the only thing really here that is for calves. You could go ahead and take this for skill damage in case you're only 100% using calves. Because remember, you have an infantry attack decrease in here, which is going to be really not fun for your calves, for your infantry. And your calves are going to do a little bit more skill damage, but the Divine Abode is really the only skin that's cavalry-wise related. And the 10% defense is not as big. It's not as big. And definitely not this. You don't want anything that decreases your cavalry stats. I personally would not go for a KVK skin. I would be saving my underwear until a good Zenith of Power comes in where you have a good skin available. How do you get those coins? Honor points? No, you get the coins by doing crystal researches. So every crystal research has a set amount of coins that you get, and the maximum you get per one crystal research, the maximum possible is 2,000. So you're gonna have to get a lot of crystal research done in order to get this done. And for that, you're gonna have to either grind barbs, which I'm doing late, I guess, or you're gonna have to spend money essentially. Like the vast majority, you can, as a free-to-play player, quote-unquote, get some crystals. I can tell you that without spending a single dime, I made 130,000 coins from not using speed-ups, not just doing, and just doing things free-to-play kind of thing. But you're gonna, and you can produce crystals through this building right here, which I'm still producing crystals. One sec. There you go. I'm still producing crystals because I'm still for the resources that are expensive a little bit. Yeah, you might want some of those resources, but I mean, 11 days left means that I still can get a few researches done, which means more coins that I can carry with me to the next KVK. I mean, yeah, you need to. I can tell you one thing. It's doable without training expansions, but you're not going to be able to optimize because you're not going to be able to hold Duke for as long as you need. But again, if you're doing Osiris, Ark of Osiris every single week, every 2 weeks, then you're going to have expansions from that. You're going to get expansions from KVK rewards. I think you get like 20,000 expansions from KVK rewards. But yeah, you're going to need these quite a lot. What timestamp is the recap? -30. So if you go to after the first 30 minutes of the stream from there on. If you're active and willing to do the training quests, you can get 400k plus coins just spending $5. That's what I got last KVK. See? There you go. There's your answer right there. The training quests, what Titch means is the Bastion training quests. But nowadays you can also skip them, right, Titch? Technically. And nowadays the training quests are... Titch, you spent $5? Damn. Crystal supply is OP. Oh yeah. Very good. The best $5 you can spend in KVK, I can tell you that much. You really, really need this for the 50% extra expansion, extra speed. The 10k, the 60k a day is nice, but that 50% is huge. This became a pretty long stream. It's about that time to close this stream, although it's on the average. We usually stream about 3 hours, but we peaked and then slowly faded out into other conversations, and we're just hunting barbs at this point. But yes, Queen Lucy, you're not wrong. It's about that time to call it a stream. About that time to call it a stream. I've had a blast. It's been a really good stream. I have a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun with this. It was definitely the pickup that we needed from after yesterday. And so I appreciate every single one of you who, again, dropped a like on the stream. If you haven't done that yet, drop a like before you leave. I'd appreciate that. Or a dislike if you didn't like the stream. That's okay too. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep streaming. We got some more content coming out of 2070 KVK coming up. 401 stuff coming up as well. I have a lot of plans, hopefully, that will come to fruition. Things are working out a little bit better outside of YouTube in real life, so we can go back into the YouTube grind. I'm not going anywhere for now, not migrating anywhere either. I'll take the resources. That's very nice. But yeah, I appreciate every single one of you again. I don't want to talk about it. I think I'm above 100 euros now, but best 100 euros I ever spend. Of course. Hitch, at the end of the day, like, people go and spend over 100 euros to go watch one basketball game, you know, or to, you go out to, you don't because you're still young, but people go out to a bar and spend 100 euros without even care, and you're playing for a few years and having such a fun time with 100 euros. Best money you spent, I think. Yeah, barb hunting is boring AF. I'm going to the last kingdom. Oh yeah, baby. I mean, I have 4 marches anyway, so hello. Oh damn, you got a barb hunting party. I might go join them in a little bit. But chat, I appreciate it sending you again. Take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Stay happy. I guess not that it's like. Anyway, don't back up on your ward. That would be really nice. At the end of the day, your ward is your bond, and when you can't be trusted, then it's kind of bad. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Appreciate all of you for the continuous support always. Yeah, see ya. Bye. Peace.